guess let you co-host, Zach, if you're still there. All right, let's do this. Technical difficulties for the Breakfast Club and Zach Humphreys. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather today, but when I looked at the crypto market, I was excited as all hell. Solana's pumping, man. That is doing very, very incredible, man. But let's see if we can wait. We get Zach up here and paid. I know I'm like hot and sweating and freezing at the same time.
Good morning, Zach.
Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, Mar?
Pretty good, man. Hope everyone is doing good. I got a little story. I'll wait later on when the space gets bigger. But when this happened, you were the first individual that came to my mind because when I tell this story, because I thought of, you know what? If Zach would be here next to me, he would. I was going to speak, but I didn't. I dropped a comment on the space. But if Zach was here, he's just straight up. He would just tell things how it is. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, it's crazy. I can't wait to tell this story. What I had to listen to yesterday on the space, how pathetic people are and illusional.
Yeah, no, it happens. Yeah, I was listening to a space last night. It's pretty crazy. Shaitoshi did a space retreat, but it rugged the first time, and then it took forever to get back up there. And it's a good start to it. But yeah, I mean, overall, I can't wait to hear your story. But I guess let's give the mic to Zach Humphreys and let him start the show. I am a little under the weather. I'm sorry, but my whole family's down with the flu and strep throat. So.
Oh man, that was me in on the 23rd.
Yep.
My wife had COVID. I was fighting it, testing negative, and then I tested positive. My daughter tested negative the whole time. Oh man, we had a great time.
Yeah.
On the 31st, we had a chance to spend it together. I didn't go to work, so yeah.
Dude, on the flip side of that, man, Trump is so bullish on Solana, US backed company, man.
Yeah.
Just like you were saying, Mar, I'm so freaking bullish, man. Honestly, it's gonna be. It might actually give ETH a run for its money. If he comes out with this US based companies, they you need, dude. It's kind of a no brainer, honestly.
I told you guys, my biggest fail is XRP, but of course we can't guess what these politicians are going to say about certain things. But I told you guys, if these this U.S. Cryptos get a tax break or zero tax, whatever it is, it's going to be massive. It's going to bring volume from the stock. People are going to come in and trade it.
Oh God! Yeah.
At the end, it's the same shit like a stock. It goes up, you make money. It goes down, you lose money. Or if you short it, you make money going down. It's just at the end, it's the same shit. And I also see Coinbase blowing up. I mean, where are these people going to go trade these XRPs? I don't know if XRP it's back on Coinbase, but I think it is. But where they're going to go trade it? Coinbase. It's probably like the number one, centralized exchange.
I saw they're going to do a lending protocol with Bitcoin. I should have bookmarked that. I kind of rolled out of bed this morning and was like looking at the market and stuff. But yeah, I saw that. I think there's going to be a lot of great insights and bullishness around U.S. based companies, just like you were saying, Marcel. I'm freaking excited to see what Trump does first day. I mean, it's coming very, very soon. So this market is going to take off. It's going to pump. Yep.
To tell you the truth, I would like to see a tax even on trading. I wouldn't want to see zero tax on trading. And you know why? And I know some people are probably going to hate me for saying this, but I would love to see like a small tax for trading. But I would like to see zero tax holding it more than a year.
You know what they could do to make this easier, Mar? they just hit you when you cash out. Whatever you do in the inner circle of your mind and all kinds of craziness, deej and shit, they don't really need to dip into any of that. All they got to do is when you go to cash out and say, hey, I want my fucking money, I want to cash this out, boom, hit you with whatever percentage. And then they can stay out of it. That's probably the easiest logical way.
The easiest way for them,
right? Because no one's got time for that. Yeah, they can probably use technology to figure out everything, but just hit you on the way out. Same with centralized, same with decentralized. I mean, it doesn't have to be a rocket scientist here to figure this out, honestly. But let's get over to Zach Humphreys, the main host of the space, and Paid XPO before we get to all the speakers. What's going on, Zach? Can you hear me, Zach? Probably not. All right, let's get over to Paid. What's up, Paid?
Yeah, I'm crying right now. I feel like you guys aren't bullish enough.
I'm sick.
I feel like you guys are just not. I feel like you guys aren't excited enough. This motherfucker Trump came in here and said, yo, we might be having a fucking reserve of everything America. And you guys over here, I have the flu. Oh no. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. I'm a little under the weather. Shut the fuck up. Right now we got America to worry about. This is America. I'm getting a fucking American flag tattoo right on my neck right now. God damn it. Right now, I don't even know they have a tattoo shop where I live because I'm in a small little town in Morocco. But I'm getting an American flag tattooed somewhere on my neck immediately. Bro, you guys don't realize how exponentially crazy this is. American-based crypto companies, hello? You think there's going to be a bear market now? You think there's going to be a bear market on fucking Cardano? It's been a bear market since it launched. It's never going to have a bear again. You think there's going to be a bear run on the fucking Algorand with the United States having a strategic reserve of this shit and they're constantly buying? What are you, XRP? I'm getting XRP tattooed on my forehead. Like we have to show support to the man in power. And you guys, oh God, I'm a little under the weather. I have a little story to tell later, but I wait for more people to get, shut up! This is America! And I'm in Morocco, but I'm not in America. And then that's all I got. But no, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Mar, what? Here comes Mar. I have a story to tell. Hold on. But Mar, my
cold lasted like 18 days. But Cardano's cold has lasted like 4 years, dude.
Exactly. And that's why the Strategic American Reserve is going to send all this shit to the absolute moon. So God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. God bless our troops. God bless the borders that have been breached day in, day out. I'm a true patriot again. I'm moving back to America tomorrow. Can you
get Cardano?
Help me find an apartment because that's just mad expensive.
Can you get Cardano out of the coma, please?
It's coming.
Mark, shut up.
It's coming.
All right, so real quick, guys, make sure you're liking and sharing the room. Get this out to as many people as possible. We should make this a very big space. Lots of news has dropped in the last 24, 48 hours. Not just with that reserve, the strategic, American crypto reserve, but there's a bunch of stuff just popping up. Literally minute by minute, something is going on. And you guys share the room, get the people in here. Love it. Also, Colin, AI agent, I called it on the show 2 weeks ago. I called it on Michael's Space 2 weeks ago. That shit just hit 39 million. I still haven't gotten in. I want to fucking jump off a cliff. Thank you. Zach, back to you.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, blow up that comment section, retweet the space. Zach's doing that giveaway, but also launching tomorrow is the Nova Utility. So if you're a Solana project and you want to get extra exposure for some trending services, we're going to offer that. All links will be dropped in the Breakfast Club starting tomorrow. And myself and the dev are working on multi-chain, so that should be coming pretty soon. So super excited to branch out to every freaking chain in the world that you can name of. But right now we're starting with Solana. So, it's a perfect opportunity to get some exposure on your project as we're leading into Trump getting into office. So just want to shout that out. It's up in the bubble. But yeah, I looked at the market, man, everything's doing well, just crazy insights, really. I mean, I'm just so bullish. Even Suey, like Donald Trump Jr.'s on. I mean, he's such a big DeFi guy, and watching the way he talks about it is so freaking bullish because, his dad might be, really hard kind of man on the camera, but in the background, when your kid's aggravating you enough and enough and enough, you're eventually going to look at it. So he's probably like, oh yeah, there's better gains over, DeFi and smaller market cap projects. So let's do that. Let's get US based companies. Let's get Solana to the moon. You know what I mean? So I think there's a lot of great stuff in store for us, and we're all still so early. So I'm just freaking bullish as fuck, honestly. I'm sick, but I'm so bullish. Let's go.
I'm sick, but I'm so bullish. Yo, real quick, guys, let's get to Larry. I know Zach. I see Zach doing some. I hear Zach also charting right now. He's looking at the XRP right now live, so I'm watching him as he's doing that. But yeah, guys, let's make sure we are liking and sharing the room. This should be a big space. Invite all the people. Invite the XRP army. Listen, I want the XRP army in this room right now. Where are the troops? Where are the troops? Get the XRP army in here. We've been talking about y'all. Get in here immediately. Mar, what else do you have to say?
Yeah.
What is going on? I thought you were going to wait for the story.
No. I just want to say a real story real quick because I want Larry to also comment on this. I was on a space last night, pretty cool space. They were talking about meme coins and, just trading in the space and just being a good investor and all that. And this is the shit I hate. I mean, this is the thing that if you ever hear this shit in this space, I'm the first one coming up, correcting them, and getting the scammer, whatever the hell they are, the liar, out of the space to make sure. Because what happened, it's not like people are stupid. It's people that don't have experience believe this shit. And I'm pretty sure this bitch is gonna sell something behind. They're gonna get in touch with her, the person without experience, and like she's probably gonna sell them all this stuff. But I was in the space yesterday, and this girl came up to talk, and she said it correctly. She said, in this space, when you first start as an investor, you're gonna lose money, and it's okay. It's okay to lose money because you gotta lose to learn how to win. And she's 100% right. I lost. I came into the space and I made money at first, but then I lost money, and she's correct. And then this other girl comes out. She goes, no, 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 no. Wait a minute. I mean, this is the most crazy shit I've ever heard in my life. Hopefully someone was in that space that's in here. And I even went back to the recording to make sure I even heard it right, just in case, because English is my second language. But anyways, this girl cut this other girl that she was talking great, and just from experience, she goes, no, 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 no. She goes like this: I came into crypto with $300 2 years ago. 2 years ago, this bitch came to crypto with $300 2 years ago during the bear market, basically. And she says that her $300 is not worth thousands. She's not greedy. She never does like $20,000, $30,000 trades. She just grinds in little trades. That's fine. That's fine what she said. But the reason that she's up, is because she doesn't go on heavy trades, and that since the day she got into crypto, she haven't lost in one day. In one day, this individual has been in crypto for 2 years, and she's never lost money in one day in crypto whenever she trades. I mean, this is insane, people. Whenever you hear shit like this, run away from that person, because I guarantee you they're going to try to sell you some bullshit. And the worst thing about it is she goes into pop fun. I mean, this is insane. I tweeted to her, you are the GOAT. You are the GOAT. You've never lost. And these are the people that you just got to run away from. Don't even bother. The only reason I'm giving her this attention is for you guys to just stay away from these people. Even Zach, if he comes up here, that has a team, has advisors, has lost money in crypto in one day and multiple days. For this individual to say that she came into crypto 2 years ago during the bear market with $300, turned it into 2,000, she's never lost in a day. in crypto because she's very responsible with her trades and her greediness.
Mar,
But
Mar, you air her
Mar,
out.
what the
Mar,
hell does
air
that have
her
to
out.
do with Trump?
No. It's important. Mar, air her out.
I'm
You
just
know
kidding.
what? It's people like that fucking sell courses or say I'm gonna trade for you and give you
yeah,
advice. They
yeah.
use liquidity or to make sure that that her trades are secured. You know, I hate that, bro. There, unless you're a perfect AI algorithmic bot that we haven't discovered yet that like BlackRock's operating, then that's not fucking happening. I don't care who you are. You're not going to be able to stay up. You know, well, maybe you can with the help of drugs. Some people can stay up 72 hours a day. But that's just cap, bro. That's super cap. It's bigger
And you
than the
know what's
cap
the
that I
worst
got on
thing?
my PFP or yours.
And you know what's the worst thing, Larry? The co-host and the host were like, "Oh, that's great. Awesome here." No, you say that shit
Irresponsible.
in the Breakfast Club, and you're gonna get fucking
You're
destroyed
getting
by me.
annihilated. We're gonna skin you to death. That's why I said, you know, if she's public on a recording, air her out. Who's her PFP? Because we don't want we have a responsibility with all these new investors and new people interested in DeFi, not to let them get the swan song so they can get wrecked, bro. That's not what it's about. I hate people like that. You know, we have that responsibility, so you should just air it out and say. You don't even have to be rude about it. All you could just say is, "Hey, you should take this with a grain of salt." You know, uh, and the salt is probably pretty heavy. It's pretty salty. So, I mean, you don't even have to be like bad about it, but you should though, Mar. I mean, if she's already going on a recorded space and making all these grandiose claims, bro, it's not possible, bro. I don't care. You could be the best trader in the world, and you just can't make statements like that because you're not. It's just like you can't not have the flu. It's just like Zach saying, "Yeah, I have this flu, but I'm 100% fine. I'm not sick at all, but I got the flu." You know how asinine that sounds? That's just ridiculous. You know, it's just not a good look for us, and we have this material responsibility for the rest of the community. But speaking on that, though, you know, you spoke on, you know, I told you guys about Ondo Finance, and Ondo Finance struck that deal with BlackRock, and now they're going to use BlackRock as the terminal for a lot of their transactions. So I told you guys for a while that Ondo was going to do something big, and that's one of them. Other thing is, you know, Mar, you mentioned XRP. XRP is probably not going to have to use Coinbase 100% because XRP has all the deals with the banks to use them as direct terminals for DeFi, and that's one of the direct. That's why they have XRP or RULUSD developed so that they can do that specifically, so that they have a transient vehicle, monetary vehicle, to move digital assets on XRP and use RLUSD as the on ramp and off ramp. So you're going to see banks utilizing those payment mechanisms, and Ondo is going to do it with BlackRock, and BlackRock has all these deals with these different financial houses and also banks as well. So it's like one and the same, you know. And then we saw the news about Hedera integrating, doubling down on some of those companies that are being purchased by Ripple and XRP are not just being bought by XRP and Ripple, but you got to look at all the banks that they're buying up all this. It's not even just the companies; they're just buying up competitors and buying up the IP. So if you look closely at what XRP is doing, they're trying to make sure that they don't have any free market competition. A, and B, they're trying to buy up all of the IP because right now, although the market's getting better, flexible liquidity is still at a premium, you know. And XRP is just doing the smart thing by buying up all their competitors or potential competitors, especially on all the intellectual property. So what we have is a situation where we it's almost a 100% that Trump is going to make this you know, a no news is a good news scenario, and we're going to just have, you know, mainline policy on banking to digital asset integration, because we do have to catch up with the rest of the world on that. So I do think that on things that he doesn't feel 100% about, we have the benefit of time now. We got 4 years And a lot of this legislature, like example with XRP with the SEC, that lawsuit doesn't mean shit because it's been ongoing. There's no double jeopardy. 2 judges have already seen it to be asinine, right? So case precedence has already been made. They're just stretching it out just to try to get some more money out of XRP, which Ripple I think is okay with that. I think they're okay with paying them the SEC to make them go away because there has to be some sacrificial lambs. But if you looked at that announcement from Ondo Finance going through BlackRock, that's major, man. You have people that are integrated from both ecosystems, and now they're running. I wouldn't call it a cabal, but it definitely is an upper level multi-tier marketing, not in a pyramid scheme. But what I'm saying is they're doing it. Man, they're looking so far ahead. I guess there's so many words I want to come out, but they're looking so far ahead that yeah, I mean it's pretty bullish. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. There's too much to unpack on what Ondo is working with BlackRock, and XRP. You're going to see all of those companies start to work together. You got to look at all the placements on the crypto cabinet and on Doge. Most of all of the people that are on now we have a digital asset subcommittee that with a good appointment that has made all the major players are there, and we have a 90% pro crypto cabinet, both for the digital asset subcommittee, on the congressional subcommittee, and the new department of AI and crypto assets. So, man, with a 100 plus executive orders to be expected, he doesn't. The simple thing is people forget. All he has to do is ignore things. He has that right as a president because we have more pressing matters. A good example of that is, TikTok. People were saying, "Oh, TikTok's going away." No, there's the president we have has common sense. He's going to put a moratorium on it because it's too much business, right? It's too much inflows, and you don't just, you got to look at how much money and investment is behind TikTok, for example, and now it has a direct impact on Web3 and DeFi, right? So instead of focusing on removing TikTok, they should focus on diversifying and making there be more competitors. We have Facebook, we have X, we have Instagram. Why couldn't there be TikTok? There's already YouTube. Why couldn't we just have other video platforms? It's already happening anyways. Just step up your game. But there's too much money and too much interest behind TikTok for it to go by the wayside. And Trump's already said he's considering placing a moratorium on the ban because he doesn't know how much common sense is actually behind the ban on TikTok. You have to think about where that's probably coming from. That's probably coming from his youngest son, and his other 2 sons, actually. Because why do it? Because a lot of the sentiment and the propaganda is dumbfounded. It's not. Look, the Chinese government, they have other ways of intelligence gathering. They're not concerned about, they're probably more concerned about what's on OnlyFans getting leaked to China than what's on the US or the international version of TikTok. They already have Douyin, right? And they're locked out. They're an agrarian society. They lock out and isolate most of their social media. So I just wanted to add that because it just really is a common sense period that we're entering into. And like I said, Ondo Finance is going to use BlackRock as its direct, terminal and transient desk. And you're going to see XRP start executing on banks and using RLUSD as the on-ramping and off-ramping vehicle for all of the different digital assets. So, and yeah, you're right, Mark. Coinbase is the juggernaut, but we have, but I think it's going to be the Trump's trying to make a more comfortable environment for like the likes of Binance to come back, for the likes of some of the other exchanges or Robinhood and Kraken to do better, to get more market share. So we're in exciting times. XRP is going to rip, man, because again, they're going to have multiple different on-ramping, off-ramping terminals. We have all of the different RWA scenarios that are going to be able to be multiplied by the integration of all of these, ISO and algorithmic tokens. XRP, if you look at just XRP itself, it's much like a stable token already in its capacities as soon as it's, allowed to run free to all the banks. All of the MOUs are signed. No one's stopping that. The SEC just wants to sue for more money. It's just purely a financial gain so that, the coffers can be made full and the SEC can remain to have some face. So what's going to be at the end? What already 3 other judges have said. Let's put a fight. Let's do this off the docket and let's settle out of court. And hello, Larry.
I think we lost you, Larry, at the end there. We
Where's
need, to, we,
Larry?
need to, hey, we need to all chip in and get Larry better Wi-Fi there.
Yeah, I love Larry. Let's get him that Wi-Fi.
Derek, what's up, man?
Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, everybody. What a wake up, huh? I woke up to 320, 317, 328. I'm like, oh, shit. But, hey, I do want to chime in on what Larry was talking about with BlackRock and, you got Fidelity, Grayscale. I think what people are overlooking right now is there's a monopoly happening before regulation is truly put in place. These people are making deals. They're coming together. At the end of the day, you're going to have, I think I read somewhere that Cardano was starting or going to start using RLUSD. All these guys are going to team up. And then with the tax incentives that we're going to have in the United States, we are going to see something that we've never seen before. And XRP, HBAR, XLM, XDC, every ISO 220. I've been talking about this for weeks. I know I preached on it the first time that I came on. I just want to say it again. SWIFT, 11,000 plus institutions, trillions of dollars are transferred daily, trillions, every single day through SWIFT. The fees, 30 to 85 bucks per transfer. And then that's not, they're not transferring $5. So the new technology and blockchain, especially with XRP being, the most efficient, we're talking about it's a life changer. But I do believe that BlackRock, Fidelity, Grayscale, all of those guys are in it. I have a house 3 houses down from me that was for sale. I looked up who bought it and I checked the holdings company and I went to there's a website called Corp Wiki. I don't know if anyone knows about that, but it's fantastic. You can see who owns what, You can look up my name, Derek Lee Nixon. Look up, you can see all the LLCs that I've owned or I own, what's active, what's not. And so I saw a shell company. It was just something investments. And then you look at the connection between that person. It shows like the whole web of who they're connected to. All the managers of that LLC connected to this. Well, guess what? The house 3 houses down from me is owned by a subsidiary of BlackRock. So digest that and imagine they're making all these deals now. It's like when they first started doing the dispensaries in California, they couldn't get banks because of FDIC and, weed is illegal federally. So they would have to hoard their cash and put their stuff away. That's kind of where we're at right now. There's no real regulation in place. So they're making all the deals now, capitalizing on all of it. And everybody in this room, everybody in this group, everybody who's holding now is already set. And we don't even know it. All you got to do is hold. I appreciate
Derek,
you guys.
That's great stuff, man. And guys, real quick, share the room, man. We've got a ton of people. I was live talking about XRP for a while. We had like 1,100 people on my YouTube channel. I told everybody to come over here and join us to join the conversation. So I think we got some new faces in here.
Yeah, we need to do that. Everybody needs to start. Let's start going to other platforms and sharing. Let's do exactly what BlackRock is doing. Let's bring everything into one place, but allow that one place, like the Crypto Breakfast Club, to be shared everywhere as well. We should be transmitting this on YouTube Live as well. We should be on Discord and Twitch and everything else. I'm serious. Larry, Zach, Mark, all you guys. I've gained more insight, knowledge, and just, I guess, brainstorming ability. Just listening to you guys. Sometimes I'll tune in and just shut up and just listen. Anyway, I appreciate you.
Oh man, 100%, and that's really the reason why we started this. Yeah, I mean, I'm learning something every single day from somebody here, and like that's what it's all about, man. Create a think tank of ideas, and everybody benefits. You know, hey, I want to share a thread. I put it up there in the nest, and I talked a little bit about this, but I think this is a big deal. It says here, Ripple's gone on a buying spree and has now acquired over 250 million worth of companies. So what's the strategy? What are they doing? And if Austin King here in this thread is right, I think this is freaking massive. It says it all comes down to the tokenization and how banks will leverage blockchains in the coming years. He said he's going to cover 2 acquisitions. He talks about a couple acquisitions there, which I'll kind of skim over that. He says the next move, though, for Ripple is to expand these tokenized assets across the entire on-chain economy. But wait, he says, if the assets leave the XRP ledger, what's the point of this all? Well, Ripple's strategy is this. Here is to turn the XRP ledger into the tokenization hub for banks worldwide. They want to add fee mechanisms from tokenization. By the way, they make a lot of money on transaction fees, but the projected tokenization fee, I mean, we're talking crazy numbers. The future of XRP, he says, is transaction fees plus tokenization fees. Austin King said, Ripple bought my first company that was focused on interoperability. With my current company, Omni, I want to support the XRP ledger's opportunity to expand banks' tokenized assets across all chains. This is the 100x opportunity of this cycle. He's talking about his own company there a little bit. He says, you are early right now with the incoming Trump administration. The pace of progress is about to accelerate substantially. But this whole idea of offering tokenization as a service, guys, is what Austin King and some others are talking about when it comes to Ripple in their next big phase. Tokenization as a service. Do you understand how big this could be in terms of bringing money
Zach,
in? Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane.
Zach,
So, yeah, go ahead, Larry.
that's why they're buying up all the IP. It's not just that, they're also buying up all the IP. So all the intellectual properties that allow them for, broad tokenization in every format for any type of property or real world asset is happening. But what I wanted to say though, Derek, you're a very smart guy. You brought up Swift, but can you imagine that Ripple has Swift and UnionPay working together to provide the ultimate, payment rail setup for every bank in the world, and that, XRP is going to be the vehicle for both of them. You talk about Swift, it's the rest of the world, and then you have UnionPay for BRICS in all of China, and in a lot of APAC. You have almost the equal amount of transient and short range transactions as you do investment transaction. And Standard Charter, which is one of the only banks, right, that has both UnionPay and Swift on the same rate on the same rail, got certified in Europe in the last couple of days to provide both financial services universally. So when you look at those pieces of data together, and that XRP is a major mainstay, is going to be a major legacy mainstay for like Standard Charter, HSBC, and we already know Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs, etc. They're all on board. So I mean, it's huge. You look at one half of the population on Swift, and you look at the other half of the population on UnionPay. That is an immediate monopoly. So, and XRP is buying up not just all the ways to tokenize, but they're buying up all the IP so they can't be challenged. While this liquidity is worth more, because after the market accelerates, the basis of what we know for, we're going to enter a deflationary cycle, I believe, that is going to give us our money a little bit more buying power for a little while at least.
Larry, they're basically leveraging their huge TradFi footprint to essentially tokenize the world.
bro.
That's
You know,
that's
you just
literally their goal
very
at the
important.
core, right?
Check
I
this
mean,
out, bro. No, really. And you know what though? The sickening part about it is though, when all of the banks are in most of the investment home offices are your clients or in your end user base. Do you think it's going to be hard for them to say, hey, we need $1 billion here, we need $1 trillion here? Okay, no problem, because they see the writing on the wall. Isn't it crazy the fact that XRP's main clientele, Ripple, are all financial institutions, percent, about 45% of all the world's wealth, and they have it at their fingertips to provide leveraging and loans. So, Zach, it's both sides of the coin. It's not just the tokenization of anything that's coming. The other side is they have an unlimited bank to draw from. This stuff on the chart was a good start. Even Ripple as a whole, as a separate company, is a small thing. But if you look at the bigger picture, bro, that's crazy. They have unlimited funds to draw from. So like Derek and everyone else here knows, just ride the wave out. Like you'll see a couple, this is a very volatile market because the powers that be want to soften up as much as they can to make sure that they're in this position to have the most value for their money. Because as soon as we enter the cycle, no financial advice given or implied, we're going to have a deflationary cycle where we're going to have a little bit of buying power for a while, especially in DeFi, right?
Real quick too, this is and I want to get to Clifford here right after this. Just a quick comment here. So they did a hypothetical. What would happen if XRP? What would happen to XRP if all of the ledger's tokenized assets were expanded through this $125 billion, DeFi world? They said that this could 400x the revenue into XRP.
The minimum, because you have to look at the swell of all, when it off ramps, right? And now that they have a vehicle for off ramping, you're going to have 400x or better, I think. It's not going to be 400x for like 1 week. I think it'd be I'm just really excited. I don't even know. I can't even I have so many thoughts about this, but when I put the pieces together that, it was in front of my face the whole time. They have an unlimited piggy bank to finance all of this through, Zach. They can impose their will on the direction of the markets just based on the limited liquidity they can draw from. $250 million for them is a drop in the bucket. And so many people are just fooled by the slow price action on the token, but the token is just one mechanism. It's just one part of it. They're like,
Also,
hey, thank you guys.
Did anybody, because I know I was late, did anybody talk about the rumor that swirled this morning about Trump talking about strategic reserves for altcoins and listing XRP and Solana?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, I was yelling
Okay.
about it, Zach. You missed it. I was yelling pretty heavily about that, to be honest.
Bro, no, and it's really in line with why they have 2 or 3 stable tokens with 2 main bank-focused on-ramp, off-ramp utilities. We have like Ondo, we have XRP, we have some of the other algos, but then we have 2 main stables, right? So if you see the framework, they're really trying to play chess now. If they have a strategic reserve of all of these assets, they can arbitrage on the market themselves and put the U.S. at a higher ceiling point. They're going to be able to do something unprecedented because they have the power of legislation and enforcing their will on world policy, because everyone still banks around the U.S. And what the U.S. puts out. So now that we have an administration that's talking about diversifying their assets to hedge against volatility, and then all of the banks are in line, not just the U.S. banks, but we have even BRICS main payment system coming online because they need to have interoperability at some point to trade assets, right? It is a global economy still. So this is just massive,
Bro, how about Algorand, XDC? Like this whole sector right now just popping off right now.
Those are all going to go into
phenomenal.
one. I think all of those ISO 200s are going to go into 1 or 2 different tokens. And it doesn't matter what you have.
Do you think there's going to be a big consolidation event, Derek? Like there's going to be a buy-up of other companies?
Yes, I believe that 100%. They've been doing it since the beginning of time. Think about it. Think of all the major mergers and acquisitions. My own personal history. I don't know if y'all know this. I think I've said it a couple times. I make movies. I had a dolphin franchise. Oh, I created a dolphin franchise. The first one was called Dolphin Kick 2017. Well, guess what? I ended up selling my franchise to Netflix. They bought the entire thing. They buy it for 30 years. They take it. Look at, I mean, just think of these companies that go and buy proprietary IPs or formulas or concepts, keep it for themselves, integrate it into their system, and then move on and buy more and buy more. And I think that's what they're doing right now, right under our noses. But it doesn't matter what you hold, you're going to win.
What's crazy, bro, is we've only seen it slowly play out. Like we had the merger, the AI merger, right, with FET, and you had Ocean, FET, and what was the other one at that time? You had three of the top AI plays come together. What was the third one? Somebody probably has it.
I think it was the AGIX.
Yes, Singularity Net. That's it. AGIX. Yep. Other than that, you haven't seen a ton of mergers like that. And I think you're right. I think that's coming. I definitely do. Clifford.
Zach, how many tokens are on CoinMarketCap that have liquidity? Think about that. There's no way that all of this is going to survive. There's no way.
10,526.
So, I mean, that's going to get
why
cut
not
down
get out,
to
right?
50
if you can.
Hey,
yeah.
Really, you got to look at the biggest merger of all time. That's Swift and UnionPay. They were fucking mortal enemies before, not just politically, but also economically. And they are merging together under XRP and Ripple's umbrella. And it's because they know that the economy still needs a shift on interoperability, right? And that's the big narrative, right? So, Derek, we always talk about all, the two payment rails, but it really kind of outlines why, though, right? And all of the IP is being bought up, like I said, regularly, because they want to monopolize the market. It's already going to happen. So you saw that, Zach. They have an unlimited money printing press from all of the banks. All of the banks are going to lend them whatever they need and have continued to. I mean, I don't think it's XRP's chart that's held Ripple afloat. It has been the infusion of private equity from the biggest banks in the world.
Boom.
And that's not been the last 2 years. That's been for the last 6 years,
Boom.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Zach, by the way. I just want to say, man, I'm feeling the speculation for XRP, but I just can't seem to find anything in writing that they're actually working with Swift. Whereas if you go to Swift's website, you find a November 5th article that clearly states Chainlink completed a pilot program with them on November 5th. And then you go over and you look at CCIP, and they're also integrating with Hong Kong on their HKMA to be integrated into it as well to assist banks in adopting DLTs, which, I mean, all I can go off of is what's in writing, but, obviously XRP, Ripple, is buying up a lot of different companies. However, I like to look at the things that aren't being talked about quite as much, because I think that's where the fire is, where there's smoke. But,
isn't Chainlink an L2? Question. I'm just curious.
Don't think it's a L2. Maybe Larry can answer that one, but
it's
yeah.
it's an L2.
Yeah.
But the whole goal is for interoperability, right? So
Correct.
the way that CSIP works is it gives you like basically backwards compatibility, which no one's been able to do. And Chainlink's whole premise for this is they know that some people are still comfortable or still on legacy, layer 1 systems, but people are going to layer 2, and all of Web3 needs just, different interoperability. So they were one of the first to kind of provide an ability to go backwards, to trade forwards, right? That's one of the biggest things. And the other thing is a randomizer, right? They have all of these utilities that banks need for the future. because they're all going to be running on blockchain, right? So we look at, and I wouldn't be surprised if Chainlink has been, providing the Ripples and the Ondos of the world, technical assistance, because we've seen it anyways. Because like you said, Clifford, they did have a pilot program with Swift, and I know for a fact in China with UnionPay, because I was there on their creator night at ETH, at ETH Shanghai. But I've been working with the Chainlink team for since the last bull run. Defung and Tom, they're local to me.
Well, Larry,
Been working with UnionPay.
can I give some useful information? Chainlink doesn't fall into any layer 1 or layer 2 category. It's a middleware infrastructure layer with a blockchain system.
It's just an interoperability utility, Zach.
Yep.
I mean, what I'm saying is you can use it on layer 1, layer 2.
It's infrastructure.
Yeah,
That's the best way.
Right.
It's infrastructure.
Yep.
Right, which can use RLUSD as payment.
Right.
So
yep.
Hey, don't sleep on guys. Don't sleep on XDC either. You want an interesting RWA play right now? XDC and Ondo both sitting around that $2 billion market cap range. XDC's been going crazy very quietly.
Zach, also Caspa hit 15 cents today, so
I seen that, bro. Let's go.
Hey, go ahead, Mar.
Anyone that forgot about Caspa, now you can start remembering them again.
I put a buy signal out to my subscribers on X at 12 cents. Just saying.
Yeah, I jumped into a trade. I'm holding it long term, but I got in at 11 cents for a trade, like 11.20, 11 cents point 2. So, yeah.
Not financial advice.
Hey, and real quick, also Larry brought up Ondo. Ondo got an unlock coming in 2 days. Just heads up on that one. And then also February 6th, they've got their Ondo Summit. It's going to be massive. They announced, or I saw some tweets about they're going to be at the crypto ball as well. So all the big players are going to be there.
Yeah. Real quick, Clifford. I know that. Damn, I keep forgetting who showed me this. I think it was Mutasco who showed me this. Someone in the space. If you guys go to CoinMarketCap and you scroll to on the categories on the side, you could actually see all the projects when they get their unlocks, just like Ondo on CoinMarketCap.
Hey, Clifford, that unlock's going to be heavy though, bro.
Yeah, I'm hoping
for their first generation investors, bro. I'm so it's going to be a lot of money, bro. I can't even remember what the math works out to, but that unlock's going to be heavy though. So
I'm hoping for it.
Are you? You're,
yeah.
You must have a pretty big Ondo bag. That's good, man.
Larry, when are we getting the Jupiter airdrop?
That's a good question. I'll look into that. I'll ask someone from their foundation.
Yeah, man, because I've traded a lot on the Jupiter, so I should get some love back,
Well, man, I guess everyone's pretty much in consensus. No financial advice, but it's a good time to buy some algorithmic tokens up. I mean, I was in a panic today. I converted a bunch of my USDT and my ETH into an XRP and made a good quick leverage move. I mean, I don't trade at all, but I just did it just by diversifying more, DCAing more back into XRP when it was at like the 230 mark, and lo and behold, we got up to 3 today, 310, 315, and it's a good time, man. It's a good time. So, but guys, I am also feeling under the weather. Sorry, Paid, to disappoint you, but I gotta jump out. But Zach, let me know who's the hash draw winner tonight for Hash AI. Up another 20%, by the way, today.
Yeah, man, we'll do, brother. We had our first winner yesterday, guys. And,
yeah.
We're gonna do our second winner today, and we're gonna do 3 winners on
Friday.
Friday.
So,
we just want to get them all at one time so I can just pull it all out at once. So
Okay.
if you're listening to this, winner, we haven't forgot about you. Zach, let me know who you are, and we'll make sure we get everyone distributed. But yeah, guys, I'd love to have someone up here be a winner too, man. You know, so let's make it funky, man. Get involved, and I know it's not a lot of money, but it's pretty big for a giveaway, I think, for nowadays. So
Larry,
let's make
thank
it
you
happen.
for all your contributions to the community, man. I know you're an awesome guy, and your knowledge is invaluable. So much appreciation.
Man, thank you for making us all think, man. Everyone up here is amazing, man. You know, Mar, Matasco, Zach, Pate, Clifford, you know, everyone had XGME, Postman, you know, we everyone, man, Matt, everyone does a good job of like keeping everyone kind of, you know, on their toes. Everyone's perspective is different, so that's what I love about this space, man. No one's better than anyone, you know. But man, Derek, thank you so much for your flowers and your kind comments. But man, I really think that I get to work with some of the smartest people, but not just that, good people though, bro. Because like, you know, just like Mark was talking about, you know, if you're going to go on a public space and make broad comments like that, we're responsible for trying to, you know, all those viewers that Zach has on YouTube, you know, that are listening in, coming in here, we have a responsibility to kind of give them good information and to make sure that they don't have to take the fades that we had to take, you know, when it was really the wild west before. This is nothing. I used to have like, you know, panic attacks and stress because when I was working at Certic, you know, we had so many audits. No matter how well you did your audits, it wasn't a matter of being hacked or whatever. It was from inside, you know, and it was just nerve wracking. Compared, and people's level of education is so much higher now that people here have a responsibility to kind of educate responsibly for the 2% that have come in 6 months. Think about by the end of 2025, we should be at 9 to 10%. Really, it's going to be incoming. And when things like XRP and Ondo and all these other algo tokens make it easy for people to do it from their bank or their phone without having a DApp or to be geo restricted, and there's a regular tax trail, man, we're really about to be pumping. You just got to hold on for like another year or two, and you know, just eat it up and enjoy a little bit of the hyper deflationary period where your
Brother,
money
I've
will
been
actually.
preaching this. We are all here, early adopters. We're so early to the game. Everybody in this space, count your blessings. Thank you, Zach. I'm serious. I'm so happy I found this because we're all early. We're fine. What do they say? 30 to maybe 40% of the entire global population has exposure to crypto. We are
Yep.
fine. We are all
Banking the
fine.
unbankable, man. You know, we have the perfect formula too, because all of the developing nations in the world, you know, when I gave the talk at the CED about banking the unbankable, we have plenty of potential future liquidity to keep the foundation of DeFi alive. You know, it's going to continue, you know, where banking is a first world privilege. It's socially, religiously, and technologically not viable for everyone to go in and, you know, 2FA or KYC because they're not allowed to, or they just don't have the wherewithal or the brick and mortar locations to do it. But everyone has a mobile device these days. Almost everyone has some form of internet. You know,
And
most people. Not speaking for all. Well, Matasco, I'm sorry.
guys, I came up like a million times now. I hope I don't get racked again. I don't know what's going on. I may just get off the app and upload my thing. I couldn't hear anybody actually, so I just had to break in. Sorry, Larry. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah,
I have to make
100%.
sure
Yeah, we
before
hear
I
you,
get racked
Matasco.
again. Okay, I'm just
Break
gonna
in
go quiet,
anytime.
let you finish up.
No, man.
Now I can't hear anybody.
No,
That's
no.
Okay.
called the Gensler attack. That's
Can
the
you
that's
hear
the
me?
last Gensler attack right there.
Zach, the two squares. Okay. Let me say this, guys. I hate to, and this is a space I like to come up here because I just, hang out and listen and stay plugged in. But one of the things I think we can all be responsible for is to avoid having to give information that allows somebody to go in a completely ridiculous direction. I hear the XRP talk. There's one thing I had Zach say yesterday about, I don't know if there's anything, if there's any document, please, anybody that has it should put it on the space here so I can see it. Because until I see that, my viewpoint is neutral. And what I mean by that is, don't underestimate the administration. They're getting out, they're cleaning house and getting out. They're leaving things messy for Trump. There's no question on that. What I mean by messy is that you Zach said this, and I go on multiple spaces. I hear people say this, throw it around. And these are people I respect a lot. And I'm like, where are they getting this information from? And what I hear, and Larry, you can comment on this. What I hear people continuing to say, even responsible people, is Trump is going to pass something to, you know, XRP, Cardano, Algorand. They're not going to get, uh, they call it like US based companies. I don't know where this is coming from. It's ridiculous because here's the thing, guys. You can go look up, and I can't, I'll post these things out, by the way, so anybody can go look it up. Because this is on IRS website, okay? So you can say whatever, you can go look up IRS and you see it, okay? There's what we call the instruction for, I think it's 1099-DA, it's what it's called. This is literally the digital asset proceeds form, right? So as you guys know, in your form, you're supposed to indicate it's a must that you have crypto. It's a yes or no question, right? So you could choose to ignore it, but 10 years later down the line, they're going to get you because they set you a trap and then they get you. So here's what I'm going to clarify, and I've heard it multiple times. It's a little bit itchy. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? Even if you don't like the message, because um, and I think Scott Bassett or whatever his name is, who's Trump nominated, he's going to have a lot of work to do, okay? Because there is what we call the, I think is a treasury, because it was between the treasury and the IRS. They published it, it takes effect January 1st. So literally this rule, which has everything, by the way, everything about crypto, broker dealers, everything, how you report, how you do all that, whether it's capital gains, all of that. So that's a rule, and that's actually a law within the IRS code. Take that aside. What can Trump do? I actually think the more bullish thing to say, instead of saying, oh, they're going to select a few companies and say, hey, no taxes on this, which is crap, is to find a way. And as we speak right now, I'm reading these things because I'm monitoring these things. So what I'm saying is, if you don't like the messenger, you should at least like the message. And what I mean by that is, there are people within the Trump administration right now that are literally working like 24 hours a day for the past 2 weeks. Okay. They're literally, the top thing in the hands of Trump right now is to pass a big tax bill. Do you know what's in that bill? Guys, there is about $4.6 trillion of tax cuts that Trump needs to extend through the Tax Act and Jobs Act, whatever law he passed in the Trump 1.0. This is like on, forget about executive orders. This is one of the top list on Trump's table. And I think they're going to get this through. I actually believe that if these so-called US crypto project based, blah, 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 I think they will have a more stronger effect if they do well by lobbying right now until that bill is crafted to make sure that we have something in it that specifically, and I mean this by saying, you guys know what they call the CHIPS Act, right? Within the CHIPS Act, there's a section called Section 107. You can go look this up, by the way. Section 107 allowed like NVIDIA, I mean, you see NVIDIA stock pumping, right? AMD, whatever, Intel, all these companies, right? That section enabled them to have what they call ITC. It's called investment tax credit. Okay. So all I'm saying is we're all crypto people, but I get very itchy when I hear information that is a little bit like, yeah, speculators are gonna eat it. Okay, because guess what? The most important thing happened
Mutasco,
to
let me jump in though.
yeah.
So this is not a fact. I don't know what other people are saying. I never said it was a fact. We're
No,
speculating.
you're fine.
So
I'm
no,
not
so
saying
no.
you actually. I'm just saying I heard you say yesterday, and I'm wondering, was
Well,
it
no. I said
information
it.
that?
I said
Yeah,
it a month ago. I
yeah.
mean, you can ask Paige and Zach. I said it right here. I mean, you were here probably too. I said it a month ago. I'm prioritizing U.S.-based companies to speculate. Because here's my take. How you make money in crypto is speculate. Everything's speculation. Everything in this entire thing is speculation. You have to guess. And my guess is that he's going to do something to help US-based companies. Why is XRP doing what it's doing right now? People are speculating on the largest US-based company. That's all speculation, bro. It's all speculation from 50 cents to $3, $3.50 or whatever it is. Why is it doing it? It's speculation. As soon as Trump gets in, it goes 5x in a month. On what? Based on what? Speculation. Now, like the whole tax thing, who knows? But I'm just trying to speculate again and guess right? Because how could Trump help prioritize U.S. companies? Make it more attractive by lessening the tax or creating no tax? Who knows? I just thought it was interesting that I was kind of talking about that a month ago, and then all these rumors are surfacing. And who knows? It could be complete BS. But
No one knows, Zach.
nobody
Listen,
knows, bro. You know?
let me finish my point though. My point is this, and you're right, it's speculation. The point I'm making is I believe that we have a chance as an industry to get things literally rooted, and it would help all of us in a sustainable way. Everybody, as you do chats as well. I don't do chats. I just want people to know what happened to XRP today. This is a long trend, right? There's a resistance, there's also support. There's usually, I think it was like I think $2 to 2.48 was the resistance. Like the most significant resistance was 2.7, I think 2.7 to $3. It broke that. Now the question is it going to stay this way, or this whole Gary Gonsler and all the crypto whatever that is about to happen is just going to push it above that, right? It's like being on a flight in an altitude that the pilot says, "Hey, it's clear to go." Once it goes past this and we form a new floor, I mean, I don't know where XRP could go. It could go beyond $4, $5, who knows? But this is significant on XRP. There's no doubt. And this is also pushed by, you can look at the trading volume. It will tell you exactly where this is headed. There's no question. There's no slowing down. My point was more on these are factual documents that are rooted in the IRS. So if somebody's listening, go and look at these things, because it doesn't mean that Trump cannot get around it. But you have to ask the question, does he have the power to go behind what is already a rule or a law within the IRS code? Because you can choose to say, yeah, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that because Trump says so. But is it right? Somebody may get through the legal system, but you may not. I'm just clarifying that there is a form. It's called 1099-DA. This is literally effective January 1st. Why did they do that? They know they're out. And so these things, if something really strong needs to be affected, I think they should either push the treasury to get these things actually updated. There's some things there I don't even agree with. They just make it so difficult for all of us, which is frustrating.
Excuse
But
me, can we? I'm not even listening. I've been listening the whole time. Matasco, is this you? I don't see who's talking, but if it's you, I have no idea what we're talking about. Can you just explain real quick what you're talking about?
can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, yo.
No. What
What?
I'm trying to say is no one knows exactly what you're talking about. I'm trying to figure out, because I've been here the whole time. I've heard every word. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to distinguish between the statements that have been made that we're going to have a crypto tax, zero tax. Literally, that's what I've heard.
Okay.
It's like
Thank you.
zero tax. Okay. And I'm saying, hey, there are nuances to that statement that, hey, Trump is going to say certain crypto projects should have, no tax. I don't know where that's coming from. So I'm clarifying that, hey, guys, within the IRS website, there is a form called 1099-DA, and there is the Treasury decision 10,000. These are two documents that are rooted within the Treasury Department and the IRS. So if you don't understand me, please, you can go, I made references, specific references. Go pull these documents up, read them. And once you read them and you hear somebody say zero tax, you're like, how? And I'm saying, and this is my suggestion, I'm saying, hey, there is an example which we call the ITC, which is investment tax credit. One example I'll give you is for crypto. And somebody would say, what is this about? Well, it means a lot because if you go on deepDAO.io, which is where all the crypto based, like, it's like coin market cap for DAOs. The reason why I'm referencing that is all these DAOs, Cardano has a foundation, Algorand, all these things, they have foundations. But within each of these foundations, they have treasuries. And these treasuries have assets. They either have a mix of Bitcoin, Ethereum, or something. Now, you've all heard of Polkadot. They had some problems with marketing. They spent millions of dollars and whatever. It's like, well, you're dumping on the community. What I'm saying that crypto could do, and this is for the CEOs that are literally having the president's ear, is to try and get right now. I'm telling you, there's a bill right now that Trump is trying to push through, which is the extension. It's 4.6 trillion that needs to be extended. That's not even including Trump's no tax on overtime, no tax on tips, no tax on. If he adds that, the Tax Policy Center said that it will be over 5 trillion. This is something that is on top of Trump's list, and it's about to get through. So I'm just saying that.
No, it has to be done. That is the most important thing. That was from his Trump, his first administration. Yes, that's the most
exactly. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. So I'm just clarifying, and sometimes there's a lot I need to put out there, but I hope that people can go re-listen. If it's not relevant, I'm not gonna waste my time on this mic, okay? And you can ignore, I don't even care, right? What I'm saying is this is relevant information that anybody can take. And then if you're going to speculate, you can use this information to speculate because guess what? There's a lot of 99% of the traders in the market are irrational. So if you can at least balance yourself a little bit, like what Zach was saying, it's called a speculation game. But you have to have an advantage. The edge is the information, and the quality of the information could give you that edge between somebody who is just, oh my God, they said this, or oh my God, this is going to do that. And they're just pumping, dumping, and putting money into several assets. Guys, you can take this, and I said this clarified. I said, you don't like the messenger, you at least pay attention to the message. Okay, that's all it is, guys. There's nothing here. I'm going to get down and listen, but that's my view.
Matasco, real quick, we talked about this actually, about the IRS announced just a moratorium on the tax, like just a relief period, which when the IRS says that, it's just like they just want you to get your business in order. So I think, people should know from that announcement, it's not a mandate that you're going to not have to pay taxes on your gains on DeFi assets or digital assets. They just said it as a gesture of goodwill that we don't want to deal with messiness. So have your shit in order, whatever way you want to do to, and interpret. And that
they
new
don't know what to
1099
do with
form.
cost basis. That's the big issue. They have no idea what to do with cost basis because it's a fucking mess. Think about it, man.
That's a good 1 year.
Yeah, there's no idea what to do with cost basis.
Zach, that's going to be a huge industry. Is
what do you do with swaps? What do you do? I mean, it's just it's fucking nuts.
The fees, all that, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a huge market in itself, right? And that's another thing.
Zach and Larry, it's a big joke. Literally, I can't tell you how pissed off I am on these rules. I'm just saying, guys, it's annoying because they literally have what they call the Digital Token Identification Foundation Code. These guys are evil, okay? I'm just trying to say, don't underestimate how difficult they want it to be for people like me, okay? You can ignore the information, but if you do, you're ignoring it at your own cost because I'm reading these things and I'm seeing things that tells me that these guys are literally trying to make it difficult for my life in crypto. I don't know why they're doing that because if I know there are other companies that literally are paying less than 5% in taxes, and for me to be part of this industry, I'm getting all the scrutiny to the T Do you think that's going to make me happy? No, I'm not for all of this garbage. I'm just saying they're throwing all kinds of salad out on the wall. And for those that don't know, in fact, you will be the one to be caught, right? Okay, so just be careful. Okay.
Zach,
Matasco, are you in the U.S.?
Yep.
Message me, bro. We already have a message thread, but just send me a message because I want to share something with you.
hey guy, I if you could put in the Jumbotron, Zach, or XGME, I dropped a report in from Deloitte that will bring a lot of clarity on some of the things with XRP and some of the algo tokens. So if you can put that in the Jumbotron, because for some reason I can never put things in the
Where
Jumbotron.
is it your last post, Larry, from
No,
James or whatever? Or?
I just put it. I just put it. I was bookmarked to read it later, but I just put it.
Okay, perfect.
Matasco, I agree with you 100%. Everybody needs to be very, very well informed and aware of the current tax policy. And that one that is expiring, it is a must sign. And that was something that Biden was saying he wasn't going to sign, but it had to be signed or it was going to crap out everybody here in the United States.
You know,
And if so he could put executive orders in, right? But then he doesn't have the power to just go through. It still has to go through, what is it, Congress?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but
No, so Zach,
all tax has to go through Congress. But Trump, I think what we're trying to clarify was that Trump made campaign promises, and correct me if I'm wrong, he said no tax on American cryptos. Campaign promises are not laws.
I don't know if he said that in the campaign.
I thought he did. I thought I heard that. I thought that
I don't
actually heard
remember.
that
I don't
somewhere.
remember him specifically saying that. That is actually the reason why I've said, guys, there are people, they're agents, they're proxies, they're doing what exactly Zach said about speculation. So they use people's irrationality to create this news that will probably backfire, but it's not Trump's fault because he didn't say that specifically, right? And that's why we're all talking about this particular bill. Guys, this is like one of the top 10 in the hands of these guys. I'm watching all of the top Republican side. These people are key on this, okay?
Well, Mutasco, let me propose this, and I want your opinion. I want a bunch of people's opinion on this, because this is what I was trying to get at when I threw that out there, and then that rumor came out. It's not necessarily just that alone, but I feel like Trump's going to do something to incentivize the U.S. population, if they're going to invest in crypto, to invest in America first. That's his whole mantra. So, like, what else could there be coming down the pike, that could do this? And again, this is speculating, of course, like nobody knows, but this is how you front run. Like, this is how it's the same reason why people invested in SHIB when they missed Doge. They speculated and they guessed right.
Zach, you want a front run? You want a front run? Did you guys hear that Hindenburg closed down shop? The Hindenburg, the guys that do research on whatever, that tells you a big thing, right? I mean, this guy is about to make these tax cuts permanent. Do you know what that means to the market? It's big deal. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're front running already. I've been front running since 4 years ago. Okay. So, yeah.
Wait,
you know
I
what?
wanted to bring some levity and clarity. Donald Trump had alluded to the possibility, but Eric Trump confirmed that his father's intention on December 16th, 2024 was to provide 3 to 4 or the main crypto companies or startups from the U.S. Some tax protections or capital gains protection.
I just put an article up there. Shout out to Morale Hazard, who's in our space. He put something there from Yahoo Finance up there too. And I mean, just skimming it real quickly here. According to sources close to the transition team, proposal would apply to tokens created by U.S. companies, potentially turning the country into a tax-free crypto haven. This policy could push investors to pivot from traditional markets to crypto. It's all speculation, but it's out there, especially as the elimination of taxes makes profits on assets like Bitcoin, Cardano, and Solana even more attractive. Cardano stands out as a clear winner. I mean, Solana's listed on here. Constellation, which is ticker DAG. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is probably like an opinion piece on Yahoo Finance.
That is definitely an opinion piece, and I'll tell you why is because he said straight up in the interview that his father is alluded to the possibility, but he is confirming that. So Eric Trump did that, not Donald Trump, and his other son also during an interview alluded to it. But Eric said that it is his father's wish to provide some kind of tax relief or capital gains protection. But that doesn't mean us, though. So that's the thing, and that's why the IRS made that statement. You have a 1-year grace period to get your shit together, and then with that 1099 digital assets fund, that's a specific 1099. We have very few specific 1099s except for self-employment, but now we have a 1099 that's just for digital assets, which is crazy because we've never had a tangible asset or a common law asset that has been classified in the 1099 format other than self-employment. So this is already scary because we don't really know. And that's why I said it's going to be big business for people that are smarter than us to figure that out for us,
So Larry, great stuff. I threw this up in the nest, guys, too. And real quick, share the room, guys, if you haven't already. Definitely helps us out. But these are some things he actually said at Bitcoin Nashville. Okay, and these are things he actually said. Fired Gary Gensler on day one. Okay, that's good. Check the box. Ban on CBDC. He said there will not be a CBDC in the United States in the 4 years that I'm president. I remember that being there. I remember him saying that exactly. Shut down Operation Choke Point 2.0. Crypto regulations by the people who love the industry. Clear, simple, and fair. That goes to David Sachs. That goes to the committee they're forming. Okay. Regulations for stablecoin to extend the money dominance. Regulations for stablecoins. Interesting. And now RLUSD comes out right before Trump gets in. I know, Larry, you were all over that. Commute Ross Ulbricht's sentence, which, by the way, we've got our friend and sponsor of the show, Free Ross Now, up there with his hand up. Go show them some love. Give them a follow. Love that narrative. And we'll hear from you guys in a second. U.S. to become crypto capital of the world. So that is whatever the hell that means, right? But in order for crypto to become, or United States to become the crypto capital of the world, this is what I'm speculating on. What does that mean? That's what I'm trying to get at. And how can I front run and invest in companies that could fit into whatever the hell that means? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But it's the reason why I went into Algorand, right? Like Algorand, based out of Boston, they were 89% down from their all-time high. Great fundamentals. They've been around for a long time. I don't see a lot of risk there. Not financial advice. I'll take a chance because I think something is going to help Algorand in Trump's policy. You see what I'm saying? This is where my head's at least. I could be right. I could be wrong. But you got to stick your neck out there. You got to stand on something. You got to put your flag in the ground.
Zach, we're doing it right now by diversifying into wherever we always talk about that, have some stables, have some long-term plays and some short. We are already kind of preaching the gospel a little bit. No financial advice, whatever. But the hedge against volatility is diversification. It's always been that way.
It is funny that the biggest gainers since he got in, go take a look at them. Go take a look at the biggest gainers since Trump got in. HBAR, XRP, XLM, Algorand. Kind of interesting.
Lobbies are lobbies.
It's speculation. It doesn't have to be real. You make money in crypto by speculating. Raul Paul said it best. It doesn't even have to come to fruition. Think about the millionaires that were created on the metaverse. What the fuck is the metaverse? Nobody knows. Nobody even knows. People became millionaires on an idea. Nobody even knows what the hell it is.
The crypto lobby, the people
Zach is
here
pumped up.
Exactly. It's the lobbies, man. Isn't it funny that this crypto lobby and all those lobbies benefited, but it also propelled the whole space, the segment, into mass adaptation. Of course, that U.S. Treasury report on bonds was shitty because when 40% to 60% of that liquidity is going into DeFi, instead of treasury bonds, of course it's going to look like shit, especially Bitcoin. Bitcoin's like a huge fucking vacuum for all of that institutional liquidity. You know, people used to hedge against bonds for retirement, all this other shit. But even before this has been happening, Bitcoin has been being stepped on and fractionalized without the utilities for, you know, all of these different investment portfolios, right? And it's happening again.
That Zach, the most important thing to remember, Zach, and you remember this and mark this down. You guys remember, crypto is different from TradFi. So, for example, when Biden said the export control rules was announced for the CHIPS Act, you know how much? I think Nvidia went down by 5% just based on that announcement alone. What I'm trying to say is crypto has no jurisdictional boundaries. Now, you can geofence your protocol if it's a permission protocol from having people from other countries too. So what I'm trying to say is there are conditionalities. So the government doesn't give you any free thing. When you get a stick from the president or the government, there's always something that comes with it, right? Hey, we're giving you this, but you can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. And the thing with that is, if you're XRP, you want to be everywhere. So there's stickiness to what these freebies will be and what the implications may be to some of these protocols. It's different if you're NVIDIA and you have a unique chip, right? But if you're crypto and you're a blockchain like the XRP ledger, it's an open ledger, right? Anybody can do anything on it. So some of these things, when you start breaking and peeling the onion, you're realizing that there are layers to this. And for me, it's just an opinion, right? I'm just speculating that, hey, even if Brad is sitting in front of, the Treasury Secretary, for example, he's going to spell out, hey, you guys can get this, but you need that, 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 that. And I think that's where sometimes we miss out. But could you speculate on the news? 100%. But just, tread with caution. That's all I can say.
I just want to say we can speculate all day on what their plan's going to be with taxes, but we do have something currently in writing that was presented by Buddy Carter, and it's called the Fair Tax Act. It was proposed on the 10th of this month, and I've dropped it into the chat if anybody wants to go read more about it. But basically, what he is proposing, and I don't know if this will directly impact crypto, but it will impact, I would think, the process of how all taxes work in the United States if it were to pass. But what he's proposing is abolishing the IRS, repeal the tax code, and proposing a 23% sales tax on all goods. So instead of paying, your income tax and that sort of thing at the end of the year or off of your check, however, quarterly, whichever way you do it, you would be paying a 23% tax on all goods that you buy. So, that could impact the way capital gains and all of that stuff works as well. I don't like to speculate a whole bunch because we just don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if this bill right here is going to be DOA when it goes to the floor. We don't know anything, but we do have something in writing proposing changes. So just got to look at all angles of everything. But it's in the chat if anybody wants to
And
read.
Clifford,
I just put it up there too, Clifford.
there is also the Token Taxonomy Act. That's also already there. These things were put 2 years ago, and they didn't go anywhere. But again, I hope everything goes well for us, and I think there will be. We're going to do very well. If you're in this market right now, guys, just know that you're going to do well. Hang out with the right people, and you're going to be fine. But I'm very. I'm just hanging out, guys.
I'm with you, Matasco.
Hey, I want to get down to FRN in a second, but just in general, I want to throw this out there because I made a lot of mistakes in 2021. Not mistakes, but there's things I guess there's things I could have done that I didn't really know, and life came at me fast. And anybody who was in the 2021 bull run probably made a little bit of money if you were in it at the right time, and then you had to pay taxes. one thing I've learned over the last like few years is, and some people may know this, but to a certain extent. So the thing that the wealthiest people in the world do is they lower their tax burden by buying appreciating assets, and they just kick the can down the road, right? And there's nothing illegal against it. They all do it. So if you get to the end of the year and you've got to the point, I'm going to owe, let's just put a round number on it. I'm going to owe $100,000 in taxes. Okay, well, what appreciating assets can I go buy something with if you own your own business, right? Or even if you don't, really, even if it's just you. What appreciating assets can I go buy? You don't want to buy a car. That's depreciating. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it's losing money. So, I mean, as funny as it sounds, like a Rolex watch, they hold their value. Like a lot of them, you could go down the rabbit hole and find, a watch or something like that. And you could buy that and lessen your tax burden, and you're basically storing value in that rather than paying the piper right now. Or, real estate, obviously. Okay. I know a guy that buys heavy machinery. He finds out what his tax burden is, buys heavy machinery. So, we kick the curb, basically, and that's how the game is played. That's how a lot of these people do it. And for me, like this bull run, I'm looking at my kind of out or my kind of angle here is going to now you owe $10,000 in taxes, and you've basically sheltered that money in a legal way in an appreciating asset, right? Hopefully that makes sense. But FRN,
you buy a property and then you take a note out on that property, and now you're in debt. Pretty simple.
Use the bank's money, don't use yours.
And you always can come to Dubai, Habibi.
And that's true.
You don't have a tax.
Yeah, bro, you're right about that, dude. You're right
about
Rico,
the taxation.
Or Puerto Rico and just pay the 5% flat tax like my crypto accountant's doing.
That's the smartest thing to do. Pay the VAT. Nice and easy, no property taxes. I want to say that this is the one place right here. Crypto Breakfast Club is talking about stuff that arguably is the most important stuff that's going to keep you straight, keep you in line. And it's not a shill factor. Oh, 1,000 times, 5,000 times. Shut the.
No, that's true. We do hit that on the show, though.
Hey, alert, go look at your favorite tokens right now. We're back. Not financial advice.
In debt is tax-free, too. There's a reason all the rich people are in debt. You don't pay any taxes on it. Stupidest thing you can do is use your own money. You use the bank's money. Fuck it. That's how money.
They're all cash poor, Zach.
Yeah, that's how money is created.
They're all cash poor.
Hey, one of my best friends has an LLC, and it's OPM Investments. And you know what that OPM stands for?
Other people's money.
Other people's money.
I like that, bro. I like that.
That's the question. Because I mean, this is crazy. I mean, well, what's
that's when the real problems happen.
No, I mean, you got to break it up a little bit. What are you going into Trump's inauguration with? What is your highest conviction play? Let's hear it.
XRP.
I wasn't talking to you, Mr. XRP man. Talking to Derek.
Oh, I think that I'm going to stick with all the ISOs, and obviously Bitcoin is here to stay. Once it hit 100, I said I'm never going to move away. And then I think Ethereum is very, very, very undervalued right now. I think if you buy any, you're getting it at a steal price. Also, if you notice, I like to keep the wallets of prominent people in the space. And if you look at the World Liberty Financial website, that's Trump and his family's new little crypto venture, they've been buying more and more Ethereum. Now, they also moved a lot around, and then they had some sort of, I don't know, narrative yesterday where they said they had to do some management, move some stuff around to other wallets. So I don't know, but I know that he's buying Ethereum. I'm going to stick to that because I do know one thing. Trump is not going to lose a dime. Literally, he's not going to lose a dime. He just won't let it happen.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for the explanation. But speaking of tickers, we have our sponsor on, Free Ross Now. Let's get to you. How's it going?
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's going well. I made it to Denver yesterday after my last couple states all being very gray and cloudy. So I'm enjoying, I'm sitting on a rooftop in the sun, listening to the Crypto Breakfast Club. It's a beautiful day. And the market's starting to turn, things are turning green. Bitcoin's been playing with 100 again. Things are looking good. And, for us, it's the final moments, the final countdown, 4 days left to that inauguration and Free Ross Day 1. And I mean, it's so awesome. All the crypto stuff, if any of it happens, any of the positive stuff, they'll be great. There's so many pieces from the tax side to, there's so many elements that could be great. And really, I'm just so excited about the idea of Ross getting out, not just because I've dedicated the whole last 12 months of my life to it, all day, every day, but just because I've been an activist for over a decade. I've been unbanked since 2008. I refuse to support things that I don't support. And I put all my energy into trying to build the world that I do want to see. And when you're an activist in the liberty space or in the, just trying to help people live better lives and stuff, a lot of it is just general. You're just kind of planting seeds. You're just like crypto. You're just planting seeds. You're just telling people little bits here and there, hoping they pick it up. And to have a project where we have this very specific, very tangible, we're about to increase freedom on planet Earth by one full human. One human is about to go from zero freedom to at least, normal, for not that all of us are totally free necessarily, but about to go to normal freedom in society. And that just feels really, really good. And I'm also obviously excited for the chance to sleep for a few days after grinding for that long and doing a whole bunch of new things. Super, super excited to be playing around in the meme coin side of the space, which I've really looked down on for the last decade. I've been all in on tech, all in on privacy. I need utility. I need epic teams. I need great fundamentals. And, not that I'm out gambling on pump fund by any means, but I am heavily involved with a bunch of meme coin projects now where the content and the idea is the utility. That's what they're putting out. They're promoting a content. A few of them are freedom related, literally freedom for specific people, because that's obviously a thing for me. But yeah, just loving how the last year has really helped me expand and get way more broad in my own crypto perspective and connections and knowledge, and excited to see, what this year brings, and just seeing the whole world kind of walking down this crypto path as well. We're all in different places. We're all walking slightly different versions of it, but we're all going from, just paper and metal for money to magic internet money.
Hell yeah, bro. Guys, make sure you go follow Free Ross Now, the account. Hop in their TG, see what you see, and show them some love. I love the narrative, man. When it comes to meme coins with staying power, I mentioned this yesterday. You got to front run kind of news or create a narrative that is not going to get stale and old. I like what you did here, man. And so if Trump keeps his word, I could definitely see this thing coming back around. People searching, you know how it is. The DGens start searching for tokens. Ross. Oh, Free Ross Now. This thing's already been out. Blah blah blah. There you go. So I like it, man. I like the narrative, and I like what it stands for too. 100%, man. So let's get down to. We'll give GME the mic, and then I see Mar up here. Crypto Hoff is up here as well. Go ahead, GME.
Good days, guys. Good grand rising for everyone. I want to speak about Trump and his policies and what he promised. The politician promised many things, delivered less. But in the case of Trump, he not in need of XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum or anything because the guys is already rich and he I think have all the asset already. So when you came to persona like Trump, I think Trump want to put his mark in U.S. history. That's his point. What he trying to build to be in the school books to everybody teach how the Trump legacy and what is left behind, so that he is on Greenland, even it's not green. He is for Gulf of America, for Panama to make US secure and accessible for the trade path or economy itself. So when you come to economy, it's money. When the money, if your money is a blood on their own, every country like US dollar, you dominate the world. When you see as a businessman, the future is coming to crypto, and this money shift gonna shift from US dollar to the crypto itself. So you have to plan for it. So I think he have a plan for it. I gonna deliver it. I don't know if it's XRP or Algorand or Bitcoin, but in the end, the money is about this evolution. From the salt from the Roman until today to the Bitcoin. So who owned the money or the asset? They do it with Nixon. They changed from the gold to US bill. So it's a new era is coming, and every wise government and every wise state have to adapt to that. I think Trump as a businessman have that brain, not like the previous United States president, which you don't know will stand to stay. So I think all about that, not about making Trump or his children gonna make money. They already have the money. Let them live like eternity. That's the first part. About the taxation, is when you have crypto, you are not belong to any country. The crypto is borderless. So if you are from the ideology I came from anarcho-capitalism of the microstate, so we embrace the cryptocurrency because it's not have no boundaries. You cannot ban USDT, you cannot ban Bitcoin. You can try it, and I like to you will try, but you have to embarrass it because you cannot ban it. Regulation for sure will can, but you cannot regulate the crypto in the end. You can regulate the company's own crypto. So all gonna be good. So about the taxation, you always Portugal is tax free for crypto, Dubai is tax free for crypto. So your crypto is not belong to U.S. government, is not belongs to their central banks. So you can every time cash out with a small flight on Dubai, on Portugal, on Turkey. You cash your crypto and make a nice trip with your gains and came back to USA and buy what you want. I don't know how you're paying tax there, but crypto is borderless. So don't for me, the taxation on crypto just a joke. I don't know you paying for through Coinbase, but we don't pay here. So if I had to pay here, I just go to Portugal and cash out it and use it as a USDT and came back cash out USDT in the real dollar. So it's easy for it. About XRP, if you are holding XRP, for you the news are new, but if you hold XRP like us, like 5 or 6 years, you just follow the news. We are not was crazy when you holding XRP when everybody pumping. We are staying there because we knew Ripple what is buying, what is Ripple planning, what is Ripple doing. So it's not a surprise for us. What is surprise was not expected that came that much fast. We expected gonna have a pump in the end, not $589, but in the end $20 or $30. But not as is what the catalyst about is new administration and Trump as a businessman understand what is gonna be and have to make a plan for it. So it's not a surprise we're pumping, but not we as a XRP community was expecting that fast. Thank you for the work.
Appreciate that, bro. We'll get down to Mar, Crypto Hobson here. We got Crypto Wolf. We got Matt. I don't think Matt's jumped in yet. Let's see here. Mar, go ahead, man.
Hey, Zach. Yeah, man. No, real quick. I posted up there on the Jumbo Trump, the Nest, uh, the the interview with Parchain and Daily BSC Daily with Binance. They had a pretty good pretty cool interview for over an hour answering questions. So check it out. I put it up on the nest and also on the comment section. If anyone wants to, just learn about Paul, or if you're invested on Paul, so you can get more hyped up with it. It's a pretty cool interview. That's actually Brian speaking there, and yeah, man. Hopefully, Zach, you could do one of those interviews one of these days with Paul Chain. It'd be really cool, you know.
Hell yeah, brother. I didn't see that. BSC Daily. Hell yeah. So, guys, check it out. Pause, one of our main sponsors here on the Breakfast Club. They've been awesome, man. Shout out to their entire community. Shout out to Brian. Shout out to all those guys over there. Real grinders, real builders. And they've just been great to work with. They've added a ton to the show, and they've brought up, some great points that have stirred some great conversation about this whole idea of interoperability, multi-chain, and kind of the future of crypto and where we need to really get in order to make it easy, to onboard the next millions and billions of people. So they've been awesome, man. Shout out to Paul Chain. I think we'll have them paid back on tomorrow. Are they coming back on tomorrow? I can't remember.
Yeah, they're on. Tomorrow's Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on tomorrow.
Yeah, their main focus right now, of course, they're building. We're still in the early stages, but their main thing, and they understand, it's liquidity, man. They're gonna add liquidity on it, and I'm now in the process of I want to become a validator actually for the chain. So I'm in the process of building my fucking system and learning about this shit, because it's a little complicated, but not hard, So that's something I'm looking forward for. And their main thing is liquidity, man. And they got to keep adding liquidity, especially with to trade for Solana and stuff like that. But yeah, man, all of that, man. XRP is just when I saw you, and this is not financial advice, but when I saw you, Zach, and a few other people that I follow, serious people, not just fucking, people that call out shit just to call it out. When I saw you XRP, like everything coming out of your mouth, XRP, that last 4 days, I said to myself, this motherfucker's gonna pump. This shit is gonna go fucking crazy. I got Zach Humphreys just talking about XRP like a maxi. I have this other dude I know talking about XRP like a maxi. I'm like, and just easy money, man. Easy trade, bro. You guys just gotta be in this matrix, to understand the real value of the how do I say this? People that bring real value, like Zach Humphreys and a few others that I follow. Not just, come on, man, I want to bring you into Pump Fund. Pump Fund is the greatest thing that ever happened. Not that shit, But yeah, man, I'm like, man, Zach, it's XRP max the other sudden for these last few days. This is easy money, easy trade. Again, not
So
financial
sorry
advice.
for interrupting, but not last 3 days. Zach started XRP Spaces. It was $0.5 when XRP.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, yeah, but I'm holding XRP long term, but for trade also. The last 4 or 5 days, I saw Zach going nuts, and a few others that I follow that I trust 100%. And that's hard to say in this space,
Yeah.
And I'm like, easy money,
And bro, Mar, you know how it is, man. We're never going to be right all the time, but when you're in this space long enough, man, you just, I don't want to say it's a feeling, but I don't know how to explain it. You guys, you just know, you know when that wave's coming, and you just feel the retail push. You feel all the narratives. You feel all this news stories, and it feels like you have a little bit of an edge, when you're locked in and you're looking at all the things going on around you, and you're like, okay, this is gonna create a wave here, and just ride the wave, and take your profits accordingly. That's really it, man.
Yeah, and Zach, on top of that, for Mar, I think once Pawchain gets on Dex Tools, Dex Screener, that's going to open the floodgates, because obviously for investors being able to see charting and stuff, that's definitely a way easier indicator to onboard new users. Got to make it very, very easy. So that is coming soon. That's super epic. But yeah, I mean, since Zach called, all these great plays, I mean, the Breakfast Club, we're kind of ahead of the curve. I mean, if you look at the Solana plays right now, I'm like watching the whole Degen stuff now that I'm out of dev mode and I'm ready to go for tomorrow. All this stuff trending right now is literally AI plays. Like it's going to be AI agent stuff. So we are definitely ahead of the curve on the show. So that's why you show up every day.
Zach, real quick too, like the same kind of thing we just mentioned with XRP. Same shit happened with SWE early, man. If you guys were in our early spaces, man, I was looking at SWE like at 60 cents when it dropped down to 60 cents that second time. And then all these narratives started, oh, SWE's got all these Facebook guys. They got the VC backing. This is the next Solana. Oh my goodness, they're going to do this and this in gaming. Oh shit, look at all the developer activity. Oh, look at the DEX volume. You start putting all the pieces to the puzzle, and when certain prices are down there, you make a play. Same thing with Ondo Finance. Ondo Finance, when it was at 50, 60 cents, but all the narrative, look at the BlackRock's behind it, JP Morgan's behind it, RWA's heating up, right? It's like, don't overthink this shit, guys.
Right.
You're not going to win every trade, but don't overthink it. I think people sometimes try to overanalyze things, and like maybe you miss out because you're just thinking about it. I'm somebody who I take action, man. I take action. And I might be right, I might be wrong. I'm going to lose some, but I'm going to win some. And I'm confident when I win, I'm going to win big enough to cut out all the losses.
That's smart.
And who is making these calls? The fucking Crypto Breakfast motherfucking club.
And I don't want this to sound, Pete, I don't want this to sound like this ain't about me, man. It's about us.
Right.
And I really believe that. And I don't want this to, because Pete, you brought great calls. Zach, you've got great calls. Mars brought great calls. Mutasco. I mean, tons of people have brought Matt. I mean, the list goes on and on. Larry has, shit, I made a shit ton on a Litecoin trade thanks to Larry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would be.
And I can't even begin to go through all of the trades that I've made off of people throwing stuff out there. But once your decision's made, you got to go. But you also got to know what you're doing. Like, what's your goal here? Is it 20%? Is it 30%? Don't be too greedy, right? What is it? Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered, right? Take your trade, whatever. But you got to be able to act, in this space, because a lot of times things are said and then you look up and everybody's had that feeling, man, I didn't do anything. Right. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's me with fucking Colin.
Yeah, bro. I wish I'd have listened to you early. I know.
I called that shit early. 40 mil, guys, by the way. But Zach, real quick, listen, you come to the Breakfast Club for the alpha and the plays. Listen, how many other show spaces, we're not show spaces, but how many other spaces do you go on to? Everyone in the room, think about it, and people are showing a bunch of stuff, projects coming up, and then, within a month or two, they're talking to Binance listing live. Like, guys, I mean, bro, I don't know if you're not bullish on Paul Chain, but get fucking bullish on Paul Chain. I don't think there's enough hype around what Mark just fucking said.
Do you know how much
live with Binance?
Do you know how much Dogecoin I was buying when Mar was yelling from the mountaintops at 10 cents? I'm like, this motherfucker's right. Okay, so straight up, man. I mean, dude, these spaces, you can glean so much from it, but you got to be willing and able to act on information and just go, and you can't be afraid. You can't be scared. I mean, that's it. That's just in life in general. I mean, if you want to get ahead, you got to take chances.
And on top of that, Zach, I think we may not, but kind of got an indication. Maybe we'll see some AI Trump stuff coming out soon. Like, AI is hot right now. That's everything trending right now. And then Trump coming in. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of those go to multi-million new launches. Because everything moves in waves, but you have to take profits and win the trade, like Zach's saying, completely. Because you could wake up tomorrow, especially on small market cap stuff, and you could lose pretty much all of your money if you don't take your investment, at least your initial, and some 20% out. And Zach is right. Like, safety, is like 100 million to like the 200 million. In between there, you can sleep at night. Below that is a little sketchy, unless the dev and everything is safe and stuff like that. But it's very far and few in between there. So, yeah, go ahead.
Zach, I do want to say something real quick about Paul Chain. because some people don't are sometimes ask me, hey Mark, why is it the projects on Dex tools or certain things are missing? I'm like, you got to understand that this blockchain is not an EVM chain, or it's not a hard fork or a soft fork like I always bother pay with Cardano. This chain, which Cardano is not a fork. I just do it to bother him, but this chain has its own language, so it's almost like coming out like with a new Windows, a new program for like a new running program for a PC. They got to start like integrating all these stuff that Windows is already good for, or the Apple one. It's exactly the same thing. It's a whole new language blockchain. So Dex tools needs to start, see how what they are. Also about security and all that stuff, and how they're going to implement themselves into this new language.
Are they
And that is why
Mar? Are they technically a layer off of Ethereum, or no? Because that isn't
no,
Wrap Hot Ethereum?
No, they're not.
yeah,
Their native token that you bridge into their platform is based on Ethereum, but their actual chain is like a
no.
unique chain.
The reason they have a wrap token, they didn't want a wrap token. I actually got into a conversation with Brian, and like, dude, it's a whole new. You don't see Sui. You go have a Sui wrap Sui on ETH. I don't think you see it, but you got to make people buy the native token to bring in more liquidity, more money into the chain. Fuck people buying it on Ethereum. You're giving the money to Ethereum, but this is the problem. Since it's a whole new language blockchain, you know, for them to be listed, the exchanges need time to integrate their blockchain. So they had to, for them to be listed on exchanges, they had to use a wrapped version of PAW on whatever blockchain they wanted on, BNB, Ethereum, which they chose Ethereum, of course.
Yeah.
That is why
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
what's
wrap
taking
token.
That's what's taking Dex tools so long to integrate them on their platform, which should be happening soon. It's a brand new language, guys.
But
It's like
he
we've been
said,
speaking
Index
English,
right,
screener.
Larry's speaking Korean, and all of a sudden a new language comes out that we both have to learn. It's like, dude,
yeah,
what are we doing?
And then Sony
So
like
that's what's taking them a little while to get going, but it is getting integrated right now as we speak.
I was looking.
he said that in a year they're gonna get rid of the wrap token on ETH. And
That's
because it makes no sense having a wrap token if your swap your to bridge into the blockchain is so fast. Like, just make people buy native paw. But they can't. They need the wrap token to even be listed on exchanges, because the exchanges don't understand the, like, if it was an EVM chain, boom, real quick. But I forgot how long he told me, how long it took Sui just to get Dex tools and for their blockchain to be listed on an exchange. Like, for instance, and I'll leave it with this. I'll land the plane with this. Dione, you all know I'm bullish with Dione. Dione got listed on 4 or 5 exchanges already, and their chain, it's in the exchange. Why? Because it's a EVM chain. So it was easy for the exchange to list them under their native token, because they're an EVM chain. But these guys know they have their own language. And yeah, Zach, I said it many times. Every time Dodge is at 10 cents or under 10 cents, I buy the fuck out of it. I don't care. I don't care. I was investing not on Dodge. I was throwing my money at Elon Musk and X.
That's crypto in a nutshell, bro, ain't it? I mean, that's kind of going back to the whole crux of our conversation earlier, bro. I mean, the biggest trade I made, this sounds so stupid, but this is crypto. The biggest trade I made in 2024 was Kendu Inu. You want to know why I did it? Because I got a call from my buddy Austin Hilton and said, "Hey, bro." He was like, "Hey, bro, Shaitoshi Kusama is following this Kendu Inu, and they have 600 people on their Twitter." When I heard that, it wasn't like, "Oh, that's stupid." I heard that, I was like, I'm buying right now. Because why are there 600 people following this stupid account and one of them's got 1 million followers and he runs a top 15 crypto. Now that might be stupid, dumb, whatever, but
that sounds like common sense, bro. That's what I
yeah,
preach right there. It's common
it's crypto
sense.
common sense, I guess, right?
No, it's common sense in life. I mean, look, it's funny. Why did Elon Musk create the DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency? He had a reason. These people, there's a reason for everything, man. You know exactly what you're doing. That's why you are where you are. You know, I mean, all of
Elon's
us.
the king of memes, bro.
Yo, real quick, let's get the hands because we got stuff to do. We're talking to people in back channels. We got projects coming up. We got stuff to talk about.
When's that
So let's
meeting,
get these
Paige?
hands.
Yeah, when's the meeting?
Zach, I don't know. You sent me the message.
Oh shit!
Probably
Hopefully it doesn't start at 11:30.
What do you? No, it's in the afternoon. It's in the afternoon.
12:30.
You sent us the message, Zach. What do you
Well,
mean?
I already
You
missed
set
one
it
this
up.
morning, bro. Dude, it's great. I'm trying my best, man. I'm doing
God, you know what? Get to the hands before I lose it.
Crypto Hoff, you had your hand up. What's up?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, hey, good morning, guys. Just thinking about and talking about the taxes portion of the crypto. Zach, I was wondering if you could share the guy that you use that preps your paperwork on the back end and stuff for your taxes, whether you use him for tax purposes or not.
Yeah,
but
bro.
the guy that does the the prep of your wallets and everything. I'd love to see that, maybe reach out and see what I can get going on there. I have a tax prep person myself, just because of my business I own and everything, but that's definitely paperwork I need to get together to
Yeah, Crypto
get
Hoff.
for that. Yeah.
Send me a DM and I'll get you. So I've used this guy since 2021. So my traditional CPA, he's also into crypto, which is why I picked him. But I have somebody who manually right now goes in and does all my DeFi stuff, right? Centralized exchange is pretty easy because they spit out what you need or whatever. But on the DeFi side, he goes in manually and does every token has its own spreadsheet. He's got a company called Blockchain Management. And I can hook you up with him and see if it's something right for you. He's got like different packages and stuff based on number of transactions and stuff. So, I mean, who knows? Probably there's going to be a day where AI can handle all this. I've tried some of the companies out there. I'm telling you guys, don't do it. I mean, I'm not going to name names, but you type it into Google to pop. I've tried them all, and this guy, I'm better off with this guy who's manually going in because they just miss so much stuff. So they'll go in there and they'll get you write-offs on your gas fees, for example, right? Like little nuances like that. So I've been really pleased with what he's done for me and he's helped me. And then what happens is I turn that overall spreadsheet, he puts it out into one big sheet at the end. We got all the data in case the IRS comes knocking. I got, a stack of 400 pages. Here you go. Here's all the transactions. Have fun. But we give them a one-page report. And then I give that to my traditional CPA, and then that's obviously embedded into the whole, because it might be like this for you, Crypto Hoff, but I have to file taxes through my business and through me. It's a mess. I mean, I pay regional tax. I pay all
I gotta do the
shit,
same
dude.
thing as well. My business and everything, I'm an S corp, so I gotta pass everything through and everything like that. So perfect. Yeah, because I keep getting just sponsored advertisements across social media and stuff for the coin tracker and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
It's okay, but it's not. Dude, I did coin tracker, I did Coinly, and I did another one. I can't remember the other. But dude, there were so many mistakes. And I mean, it sounds like you and I are probably in that area where like we're doing a lot of transactions. If you're doing a lot, man, it's like there's just, I don't know, those automated systems to me just aren't there yet. Maybe they are now, who knows? But hit me up in the back channel, send me a DM. I think I follow you back. Yeah, hit me up.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
okay.
Shoot.
I'll hook
Great.
you up.
I'll send you DMs just a little bit and everything. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for everything you do.
For sure, brother. Crypto Wolf, what's up, man?
Hey guys, yeah, I was listening actually always to the chill of Power Chain. How are you doing, guys? I hope you are doing good. So I was listening to the Power Chain chill always, and that always reminds me that projects that are on Ethereum blockchain that are having this moment of their lifetimes, right? They have the chance to reinvent themselves, to do marketing, to put themselves out there. They have a lot of time because you want to have so much eyes on your project before Ethereum is going to run, not when it's running. So you guys and I myself, I'm in Klaus. I see that we are doing as a project a lot of things to reinvent the wheel. So I think Powchain is really good for all the projects that don't have the technical logic or that are basically just a meme, a picture on the blockchain with the community to use that service. I saw Brian's pitch many times. I really do like what they are doing, and I think it's the future. But there are projects like Klaus, for an example, that are looking into those things that are technical, capable of going from one chain to another chain. And it's something that you need to look into if you have a crypto project to go from ETH, making a wormhole to Base or to Solana or building your own DEX. So one of the things that Klaus is doing at the moment in the first stage is a soft shell, of course. It's building its own DEX to make the transaction fees from Solana to ETH way more comfortable, and we will use those gas fees to do burns and buybacks on the project because everybody knows that a lot of people move it to Solana. But I think that when ETH is starting to move, all those people are going to look to enter back into the ETH games, and they want to do that on the most efficient and cheapest way. So I think for this, ETH projects are still having the chance to partner up with the power chain or with the hybrid meme coins that I think Klaus is a hybrid meme coin that is building utility that also other ETH projects can use in the near future, very soon, because our V1 Klaus swap is coming out any moment soon. And I think one of the partners that helping our project for that is AI CAG. I don't know if you heard about those guys, but it's also a really cool partner that we have, and they are taking care of all the AI images in the chat of the algorithm behind actually a meme, because you can of course collect all the data of your meme. If you have a meme like Klaus, what was already 20 years on the TV, you can create a persona of your own meme and let the AI do its work with voice and images. So to not go off topic, I think to be multi-chain is something that all the projects should look to right now. And yeah, I think we are pioneering with that. So I just wanted to say, hey, if you are, keep an eye on Klaus, because soon if you see ETH running, Klaus will be one of the big runners. So definitely one of the big runners, and there are a
Wolf,
lot of more reasons for that.
Wolf, we should hook you, Klaus, up with the guys at Paw. Let us know if you want us to parlay that relationship a little bit. We've helped a lot of projects go multi-chain with Paw already.
I DMing with Brian from Powchain just to have him on a space to speak about the topic because I'm really a believer in what they are doing. I also do like his grind. He's always grinding for his projects. For with those people, of course, I like to hook up because everybody here in this space is grinding his ass off for sure. But I just know that we are a meme coin project that is backed with 40 engineers. So I think those things are things that Klaus is building on their own and they are capable of delivering fast. And it's just cool to learn from each other because we are both pioneering. As a meme coin, you need to go through this process. You need to adopt the AI, you need to adopt the multi-chain, you need to go and cap volume of XRP if you can, of SUI even from and go on the base chain 100%. There is a lot of volume. So I mean, yeah, you need to log into those things, right? You cannot just be narrow and think, okay, ETH, we will do it when ETH is moving. But no, you need to be able to tap in those things. And you guys, we still have time for this, right? I think not think that ETH is going to sit next week on 10K. So it will happen. So until this time, you have the time to do something, right? Grind your ass off and work with your team.
Let's go, bro. I tried to bring the Klaus account up, but it was technical difficulties. But Make sure you guys go show the Klaus team some love. I'll post their pin post up there. Go check them out. They're a project that what did you guys get to, Wolf? About 40 mil, 50 mil at the peak?
Well, at launch, we got to 52 million, and we have now been retracing. It's actually, if you look to the Nero chart or to any other ETH project, we are actually doing just the same than they are all doing. And I think we still did an amazing job holding that 4 to 5 million market cap where we are today. I saw a lot of ETH projects running and now maybe sitting on the 200-300K. So we have a decent amount of community that's backing up the project. Of course, we have the Porsche partnership, right? So in March, we have our own Porsche cars and we go to the circuit, driving more than 12 races on the Porsche circuit all over Europe and all over the world. So this will this will be amazing. This will bring us a lot of volume because we are doing a lot of crazy things with the Porsche partnership. So yeah, check it out. You don't want to miss on it because before you know, you will see that we will be where we belong. Because I meant, and then I will stop. I want to do it every day with some doses. This AI CAG, the partner that is taking care of our AI, they are working with Brett and with Pepe. So these guys are our partners. Just to let you know, we are doing what they are doing at this moment in the start of the project. So it's really bullish for me, all the aspects, but we will dive into those things step by step.
Yo, Zach, real quick, that meeting is in 45 minutes. Just heads up.
Yeah, 12:30. Got you, bro. Appreciate it. All right, so we can take this for a little bit. We'll take it for another 15 or so. Matt, what's up, man? We got Brian up here too from Paw. But again, guys, I put Klaus up in the Jumbotron. They are also a sponsor here on the Crypto Breakfast Club. Shout out to Crypto Wolf and what they've got brewing up at Klaus. Go show them some love. Hop into their TG as well. Matt, what's good, man?
Hey, good morning. Yeah, I'll give a simple, shameless plug to Butthole. Calling it here at 10 million. It's holding above 50. It's at 55 million right now. So if you got into it, awesome. If you got shaken out, I mean, last week was pretty tough. It's been a rough ride, man. The chart was all over the place, but it looks like it's growing. It's stabilizing. There's plenty of whales in it, and it's going to go, in my opinion. Not financial advice. But earlier, the conversation talking about like taxes, legislation, all this stuff, Trump. Yeah, I was just listening to it going, man, the whole conversation earlier was it led my mind to one place. Yesterday when I said, the New York Federal Reserve, is predicting 29% for Wall Street crash this year. And it kind of correlates to even yesterday when that dude said there's going to be black swans, right? And I'm like, oh, duh, that's the perfect black swan. And then the other thing is, where's all that money going to go, right? I mean, what's Wall Street at, like 50 some trillion? I mean, maybe higher than that. I mean, we're talking there's going to be trillions of dollars taken out of Wall Street this year if the New York Federal Reserve is correct in their prediction. So there's going to be trillions of dollars taken out of Wall Street. And where's that money going to go? It's not going into their pockets. It's not going to go into their new cars and jets. You know, they're already set. But it looks like it'll slowly move into like Bitcoin, crypto, all this other stuff, and ISO. And yeah, the ISO coins. I mean, what's not to be bullish about those? I mean, they're the top gainers, the performers. There's still great meme coins out there, AI coins. Gaming seems like it kind of maybe took a back seat, but other than that, I'm still bullish on the whole market. I just wanted to say the conversation today was great. The speakers were great. Larry, Zach, all the other guys, I didn't catch their names. I was just like enjoying the conversation. And kudos to the Breakfast Club again, man. There's so much alpha here. It's like it's almost hard to keep up with this space. I mean, just looking into what they have to offer afterwards and during, man, it's mind-boggling. But it's in a good way, in a bullish way. And yeah, that's all I had. And if you're not in Butthole, take a look at it. Not financial advice, but look at the community and the influencers on it. All right.
Take a deep look at it. Let's see. Brian, what's up, man?
Zach, Paige, Zach, what's up, guys? I'm doing good, dude. I'm celebrating our 2nd-year anniversary today, man. It is 2 years since our inception, since we launched, started building our platform, and I'm excited. I actually just hopped off a Binance Live space live stream, had over 6K viewers on there, man, and that was an unbelievable live stream. If it's okay, I'll post it up top. I am doxxed for those who don't know. I am on camera. I will be speaking at IRL events in real life. And obviously at Podchain, we got absolutely nothing to hide, man. We are going to unify this space, keep building. It's a celebration day today. And I'm telling you that Dex Tools thing is coming. A few days ago, we just submitted the fixes. Some things they want us to update with the API has been given back to them. They are implementing, and I'm telling you guys, that is going to be our catalyst. That is going to be the biggest thing that we had happen yet, where 22 million people will be able to chart, see wallets, do all these different things from all these different projects on chain. And it's going to get so many eyeballs into our ecosystem, using our ecosystem. And we got some development updates coming in on the back end when it comes to structure, our LLC, everything is being organized, website updates that we are currently working on to simplify and make things easier, accessible to the end user. Just exciting things, Zach. And I absolutely just love coming up here, being a part of this program, your space, what you guys are doing. And Matt said it brilliantly. The amount of alpha on this space in this community is second to none. And a lot of these projects on here are great projects. And, you know, these calls that have been made, if you do the time and put in the research, guys, the opportunities for gains are there for you. Take the time, join the telegrams, do the research, look at the charts, find out about these projects, DM these people, communicate, put in the work so you can get rewarded because it's here. Opportunity is here right now. This thing is just getting started. Trump is about to take office. The most pro crypto presidency politicians ever assembled are about to take control in the United States. And think about that. Something I mentioned is governments getting involved, starting Bitcoin strategic reserves, other, you know, altcoin reserves. But think about it like this: there are also states now talking about strategic reserves. All the states can get involved and do their own thing. The amount of money that is going to flow in the next 12 to 18 months, guys, it's going to be epic. We're here. Everyone panicked. The Bitcoin down to 89. We're already, you know, clipping around 100K again. I said that by the end of the month we will be back above 100K, and we're right there. So buckle up, everybody. It's going to be one hell of a ride.
I love that. Yeah, Texas is talking about that. Governor Abbott and the Deputy Attorney General, all of them are talking about doing one here in Texas, which would be freaking phenomenal, dude.
It's going to be huge, man. And I'm telling you, there's going to be more. There's going to be more states, you know, because there's now policymakers, people who make laws that are going to be in office. And I believe we need clarity. We need some kind of, you know, regulation per se. Obviously, you know, people don't want regulation, DeFi, but we need that to solidify the space, to give it that validity, to bring more people into the space. And once that happens, I mean, it's all over. It's just going to be, you know, a project as a builder, you know, and this is something that we're navigating currently with our LLC regulations. You know, there really isn't much framework in place, so everything is hypothetical. Well, we got our lawyers on retainer. You know, they're giving us guidelines about what's possible to come because you don't only got to worry about U.S. regulations, EU regulations. You know, I mean, there's regulations all over the country. I don't think it'll ever be united, but it is a minefield to navigate. So once we get some clarity on that and these projects can build with that clarity, then we're going to see, you know, exponential takeoff and adoption, in my opinion.
Hey, dude, Bitcoin saved El Salvador, so I'm with you.
Hey, Brian, real quick, are you guys planning, or is it or is Paul a U.S. Is it registered in the USA? Is it a U.S. token?
It was launched in the USA, correct?
Oh, cool.
You're
Awesome,
talking about
man.
that U.S. reserve that Trump was mentioning for U.S.
Yeah,
based
like
products.
U.S. tokens that are gonna get
Yeah.
probably tax cuts or whatever it is, if that really happens. But
Yeah,
um,
we'll see. I mean, the politicians say one thing, do one thing is another. It's the same thing with this capital gains tax. In my opinion, I think that's all just kind of talk. I don't think we're going to see the elimination of capital gains, but I do tell you one thing: we're not going to see 60%, which was being thrown out, by another party. Thank God, because that would just be insanity. So we don't have to worry about that. We one thing we know for certain is there's going to be pro crypto politicians in place. So I don't think we'll see an attack on cryptocurrency. We won't see an attack
yeah,
on our space.
yeah, man. 2025 is just gonna be crazy, guys. We especially for tech. We got we got Trump coming in January 20th. January 30th, we got those new NVIDIA graphics cards being launched. We got the Switch 2 that just got announced today. It's going to drop in 2025. We got some AMD processors that are going to be running over 100 megabytes. This is insane. And they're going to be launched in March. I mean, 2025 is just bullish, man, all over the place. And I was talking to my friend, and like, yo, the Switch 2 came out back in 2017. Why are they taking so long? I go, dude, it's just perfect with Trump to launch it now. And this guy's just he's just a machine, for the economy. And this is the best thing that ever happened to crypto, man. Donald Trump. It's crazy to say this, but who would have said this a few years back, even before he even got elected? But 2025 is just bullish, man. It's just bullish, and it might keep going, and it just might keep going.
Hey, everybody, take a look at NVIDIA. Not financial advice. I'm just telling you. I got in NVIDIA in 2020 early, and I'm glad I did. I wish I would have put even more in, but my NVIDIA gains from that investment, it pretty much funded all my involvement into DeFi, into crypto. That's how much I believe in NVIDIA and what they were doing. And I got into that narrative, started looking at it because it was like the AI stuff. I saw what they were doing back then, and that's what you got to do. You got to front run these narratives. What's not big now, what's going to be in demand 3 to 4 years from now? Like, that's how I view some of my investments, because I'm an investor, I'm not a trader. I'm just, I don't have enough knowledge to be successful, but investing wise, front running narratives, that's what I'm looking for, and Nvidia is at the top of that list, even at the price it's at now.
10 years ago, NVIDIA was at 60 cents. And today it's at 135, whatever. I posted on this
After
on
they
Zach's
split,
wall.
they split the stock, so like it's crazy.
Yeah, and guys, and also I forgot. Don't forget. I think, what is it? GTA 5, GTA 6 coming out this year. Things have been in development for like over 10 years, that game. And I've been hearing rumors that there's going to be some sort of crypto in that game. Hopefully it's true, you know. So that would be insane.
Hell yeah. Let's get down to Andy real quick. And then I did bring up Nodely AI. That's a company I'm getting ready to do a video with over on YouTube. We'll hear from them in a second. But Andy, go ahead first, man. Your hand's up. What's up, bro?
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, so I just wanted to inquire about something. So I bought some Fusion AI on MetaMask, and at first when I bought it, it said unable to show conversion rate or something. So I was like, yeah, whatever. I contacted MetaMask. They're like, yeah, they're still there. It's fine. It might take some time for the conversion rate to come on. I'm like, that's fine. I went to look at their market cap today, and it's sinking wildly. And I went, I'm like, okay, well, it's on Uniswap, so I was going to transfer from MetaMask to Uniswap, and it says if I transfer it, I lose everything. So I'm did I just get rugged? Like, what happened with the Fusion AI? They seem like a really, really good project.
Andy, wait, what happened again? I missed the first part.
So I bought some. So I grabbed the I grabbed sorry
contract address.
Yeah, the contract address, put it in MetaMask. It came through. I bought it, and it said unable to show conversion rate. So I contacted MetaMask, and they're like, "Yeah, they're still there. It's fine. It might take some time for the conversion rate to show up." And it never showed up. So I went to transfer it from MetaMask to Uniswap, and it says if I transfer that, I lose everything. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it. So then
What
I
do you
went
mean by transfer from MetaMask to Uniswap?
like from like one wallet to another.
So from a MetaMask wallet to another MetaMask wallet.
No,
Uniswap's not
to the Uniswap.
Uniswap's
Yeah.
not a wallet.
Uniswap.
Sorry, not a wallet. Sorry, the exchange. Sorry.
Well, you can't. Okay.
So you can't do that.
Uniswap is not an exchange. It's just a swap. It's a decentralized exchange. It's just swap. All you do is really connect your wallet and do the swap from there. That's all.
Okay, the swap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. The swap.
Yeah, because if not, you're sending your tokens to like a deployer address, and you'll never.
Yeah.
So
don't ever.
you might. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out what could be the issue. You might have to.
Zach, but
add a custom
Uniswap has a wallet.
Do they?
Yeah, I know that Kova had that issue. Kova had his stuff on Uniswap. They have some sort of wallet where you
What? I had no idea Uniswap had a wallet.
Me neither.
Yeah, you can buy Chain on Uniswap's wallet by connecting it to their swapper website.
Yeah.
Okay, Andy, talk to us in the Telegram. We'll try to figure out what's happening. I thought it could be a thing where he had to maybe manually add the contract. Or I mean, what's that thing on custom whatever?
Yeah, custom.
You know what I'm talking about.
Add token.
That's probably what it is. Andy, do you know? Does that make sense? Because it's probably not auto-populating. Is that what the issue is? Like you bought it, but it's not showing up in your wallet.
It's just so I see it says Fusion, but when I I take a screenshot and I'll post it in the chat.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, because usually, it's tricky if you're not in CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. It's basically not whitelisted. It's not whitelisted token. You pretty much got to pay for it.
Let me ask.
That's why I like Phantom.
And is the token listed on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap?
Yes.
It's on both?
Yes, I believe so.
Do you have a Phantom wallet?
Yeah,
I don't.
Okay, because if you get it, man, pretty much everything's whitelisted. So if you send your tokens to that, it'll come right up.
Okay.
But
I posted it in the chat there.
It usually has to do with basically taking Uniswap, the URL link, and within the wallet connecting it, and then you'll see the tokens. That's a lot of people don't get that. They don't understand that you can't just go to the URL website. It needs to be within the browser of your wallet, and then you connect, and then you'll see things come up.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, okay, I just posted his thing up there. So, okay, so that's what he posted in there. Let me see this. Unable to find conversion rate. So the tokens are there. So it's basically just not telling you the price. But am I missing something?
I'm trying to.
Yeah. So basically, so when I go, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of this because it's sinking, so I'm gonna swap it for something. And when I went to swap it, it said unable or will or cannot or whatever, like unavailable.
So even when you go to swap it on Uniswap, the tokens don't auto-populate. It shows you a zero token.
Nothing. Yeah, it just says that. It says that if you throw this onto Uniswap, you're gonna lose everything.
Yeah, Zach, can you can you just check the contract? It looks like they probably pull liquidity, bro.
Let me see here. Which one is it? Fusion unable to find conversion.
Fusion AI, yeah.
Oh yeah, I need the contract address, and then I can tell you. Conversion.
Let me grab it for you.
Yeah,
I got it right here.
Yeah, perfect. Put it in the comments.
I'm gonna post it in the chat. Yep.
And I'll look at during this thing here. Yeah, there's a few things that could be wrong with it.
Should be there now.
Okay, I'm just gonna find out where it is here. Conversion rate.
Here, I have it. Liquidity's still there. I mean, it's still here. I'll send it to you, Zach.
Yeah, send it to me. Telegram.
Here. I'm on my other phone. Here, I'll just DM it to you on X real quick.
Okay, perfect. Actually,
here's the contract. I just sent it to you.
Okay, cool. Let me see that here.
Yeah, that's what MetaMask said too. They're like, the coins are there. I'm like, I get that. I see that, but I'm trying to swap them, and it's not letting me swap them.
Let me see here. Fusion. Okay, yeah, I see it's on wrapped ETH. Let's see what the liquidity is. Uniswap. It's a V2. Are you swapping on V1 or V2? The liquidity seems to be on V2, so that could be an issue also.
Okay.
Yeah, the liquidity is fine. That's weird. But
That's
you also
strange.
when you initially get any token for anyone out there, something new, when you take the URL of Uniswap and drop it in your browser of your wallet, connect your wallet, you do have to, if it's not whitelisted, you do have to import the token first for it to recognize it. And then from there you can swap it. So there's a few things that you could be doing wrong. And that goes for most of them, unless they're already listed on exchange. Then it's whitelisted. So it becomes a whitelisting issue. This is why I do like Phantom. You can do pretty much whitelist every token as long as there's volume. If same with Dex Screener, that won't come up unless you at least got a couple buys within 24 hours. So as long as there's volume within the token on Phantom, it will populate. But if there's nothing and it's just dead, it kind of goes into just like a hibernation mode. But it's easier than using like MetaMask because you do have to import it. But as long as you connect your wallet, do it through the browser, and import that contract address, it should be fine because the liquidity is there. And also, you got to make sure you're using V2, and that's where the liquidity is because it's V1, V2, V3. So, yeah, there's all kinds of ways. This is what makes the average user very not willing to do these steps. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I always say make things easy for people. It's a little more complicated, but MetaMask is probably the trickiest wallet out there just because you have to import stuff. But yeah, give that a shot.
What's the contract? What's the contract for that token?
I put it in the chat.
It ends in BE4C. Ticker is Fusion. Yep, Fusion.
It's just like it's a huge learning curve for me, right? Because I'm just learning as I go, especially with MetaMask. As you said, it's very tricky.
Yeah,
so I'm just kind of learning.
The last sell was 12:03 today, my time, and it's 12:07. So it is sellable. It is buyable. I'm seeing it here. You're just doing something incorrectly, and I would just make sure you're doing those steps right. All right, take the.
What does the contract end?
Ends in BE4C Fusion. Fusion AI, ticker Fusion, wrapped ETH. And the liquidity is on Uniswap, so this shouldn't be a problem. So you're just doing something wrong. Basically, probably not importing. I would say you're not importing the contract address first, and to also make sure your wallet's connected. Those are 2 steps. I know they're simple.
That's fair.
Yep. So I think if you do those 2 things, you'll be fine. Let's see where you're at. You can do it on the space.
Yeah, no, there's you're doing something wrong. There's liquidity there. I just tried to sell some, and it generated how much money I will get for it. So you're doing something wrong there. You probably not connecting. Check if your wallets. Make sure if you're using mobile, make sure you're using the browser or your built into the MetaMask.
Oh, and also make sure you're on the right blockchain at the top of MetaMask. Make sure you're on Ethereum and not like Base or BNB or something like that. Just to confirm. Make sure.
Okay, I'm going to check that out right now.
Yeah, the right network, and put the proper Uniswap URL in your browser. Then copy, paste, and import the token, and have the swap.
Yeah, like right now, if I sell 1 million fusions, I get $1,100 of Ethereum.
Yeah. Unable to find the conversion rate. It's because it's weird. It's not really in the dollar amount. So if you import that, it should show you when you're going to swap. Sometimes with tokens like these, what I do is I won't know the value. So what you got to do is put it into Uniswap like you're going to swap it, and it'll give you the dollar amount. But also on top of it, make sure, see how it says like 587.65107 fusion. Sometimes you have to get rid of all those numbers after the decimal, and it'll let you swap. Sometimes it will say weird price impact, all kinds of stuff. So I always tell people that's like the last step is get rid of the, the 0.6517 and just give it an even amount without the decimal, and then you should be all set.
Are you sure you put the right contract on your MetaMask?
I did, yeah. I got it from the CoinMarketCap.
Yeah. That's where you always
Yeah.
want to get it from.
ABE4C.
Let me see here. BE4C. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Yep. All right, I'll give it a whirl and see where it takes me. If I have any issues, I'll just I'll hop on the Telegram and see if anybody's got any ideas or any troubleshoot or anything like that.
Okay. Is this a? Yeah. Are you sure this is MetaMask wallet?
100%.
Okay, cool. I'm just looking now. All right, cool. Yeah,
because even when I put the address now, when I put the address in MetaMask, it doesn't show up now. It says like token unavailable.
Yeah, so no, you have to import it through Uniswap. You got to put it in like where you're going to, like search for a token or swap. It comes up. Let me pull it up.
No, I think he's having. I think that you gotta go. Okay, when you go import the token on MetaMask, right? Go to custom, go to import token, and then go to custom token. That's why you're getting that error.
Yo, real quick, Zach, we got 19 minutes. Heads up.
All right. Cool.
Okay. All right. I'll hop on the Telegram and then I'll just go from there. And then thanks for the help, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll send a screenshot to make sure you put in the contract of the token on the right area on the wallet.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's go. Good time to wrap up the Space Act, Paid.
Yeah, real quick, I want to hear from Nodely AI. I did bring them up a little while back, and just want to hear Nodely. We do have to jump here in a little bit, but I'm going to be making a video about you guys. But tell everybody what you guys got cooking, and where you guys have started from, and what you guys are up to.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing me on. Yeah, so we started last year. So what we did is we launched in September. And we built the app on iOS and Android and the website as well. So we decided to build everything before launch in September. So my name's David, Nodely AI. So we built everything. We built the app, the website, instead of kind of, bringing out a project and not really having the utilities or delays of utilities. We built the app. Everything was ready. So we launched in September, and we launched the app on iOS and Android in September. Everything was launched, no delays. We've been pushing ever since. We've now got over 300 GPUs on the marketplace available to rent and sell, host and buy. You can go on there if you go onto the website and you can see that. So yeah, we've been pushing really hard. At the minute, we've got an option. The marketplace works for fiat, but we're adding the node token in there so people can buy node and then rent GPUs or buy them with the node token with a lower service fee. So yeah, it's something completely new. It's kind of like the Amazon for GPU rental. We're based in Manchester in the UK. So yeah, we've been pushing. We've not stopped. We're super busy. There's 5 on the team. So that's kind of the overview and where we're going. So we're just following the roadmap. We've hit every point so far. So now it's about just getting the node token on there. And we've got our listings run as well, exchanges. So yeah, and it's all been done on 0% tax. We've funded this ourselves. 3 of us code. So yeah, we've been massively pushing and we've got major plans for the year. We're also a registered business as well. So the actual model is we make money on the revenue on the GPU rentals. So already I think we're doing between 30 and 40K per month on rentals as well. So the idea was coming to into the crypto space. AI is massively popular. We've got a lot of experience in AI as well. So kind of cross-brand the Web2 business model with Web3. So yeah, we're very excited. It's going to be a big year. We're just pushing very hard with a kind of more of a business minded mentality. Keep building, build the marketplace, improve the apps. We've got staking as well, which is 0% tax on there, no fee on that, claim anytime. So yeah, it's a real push, and I'm excited for the year, and we're pushing hard so far.
Thanks, man. David, real quick, for those in the audience who may not fully understand, explain to them briefly, like GPUs, why, what's in it for them? What's in it for them as the retail investor, the end user?
Yeah, well, everybody, all these AI bot projects, they need the power, they need the GPU power to power their bot. So we're the provider. So if you started a new AI project, and obviously you need the GPU power. So where do you go? You can go onto Vast AI, you can go onto some of the other providers. With us, you can do that. You can go onto the marketplace. You can rent directly, powered and actual physical as well. The way you do it is, if you're a big business and you've got lots of GPUs at home, or if you're a business and you have an office with a setup, you can go onto the actual website and create a profile, create an account for free. There's no charge. You can list your GPUs on there and make it available. So as a vendor, you can rent that out to companies, AI projects. So we're kind of at the top of the chain, really. So all these new exciting AI projects, there's so many bot projects out there. They need the GPU power, so we provide that solution. So that's basically the model. We provide the GPU power that's needed, and at this time, it's the perfect time. So yeah, and it's a business model as well. We're kind of trying to be, like I say, the Amazon for GPU rental, rent, buy, sell, host. So it's all live. We've been pushing. So yeah, that's the overview of where we are. We provide the GPU lending power.
Very cool, man. Appreciate that. And anybody interested in hearing more about that, I will have a YouTube video out coming here this week. So I'll put that out there this week at some point. If not today, most likely tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm super looking forward to that. Thank you. I can't wait to the video and share some more information with you as well, and precisely what we do. I think I sent some information over to you earlier. Yeah, so that'll be really good. Thanks.
That sounds absolutely amazing. That's going to be stupid successful. I love it.
Yeah, it's never been done before. I think you've got companies like projects like Node AI, but I think they just kind of rent GPUs via third-party providers. I'm not too sure. This is an actual marketplace, so you can rent, you can host as well. Even if you've got GPUs, you can go on there and do it. Check out the website, download the app as well, and you'll see. And it just kind of, it's more of the Amazon of GPUs. It's never been done, and we're very happy that we launched all the utilities out the gate, and we didn't just kind of launch a project and promise that we're going to bring an app out, promise we're going to bring a website out. We nailed it from the gate, and we started building everything from around about February last year, and we launched in September. So we just wanted to make sure we're a real project that's showing something and building something real. And that's kind of the main push, really. Just push it as a business, really, not just a project that pretends to promise. We have delivered so far. Yeah.
Stay available. Always be right there so people can hear your voice. I mean, I think that's the biggest problem with everything these days is you can't actually talk to somebody. You can't get a name. It's like, what the hell am I getting into? That keeps people from buying into anything. I want to know who I'm working with and someone I can speak to if there's an issue.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're experienced as well. I've got a business in Web 2, 15 years in marketing and advertising. So the mentality is more of a business push. Let's build, let's improve the website, let's make it a real business and cross brand that into the crypto model. So yeah, it's definitely important to deliver something real, I think, especially in crypto.
Dude, amazing.
Yeah, thank you. And we're looking forward to doing a video. So we're kind of at the on the roadmap, bring the Node token out as a currency adoption. Now listings, we've got listings planned as well. We've got the budget for that. So it's just kind of we're working through the roadmap. And if you go onto the website, you'll see everything's been ticked so far. We had a pre-sale as well, July, September. So yeah, we're just working through the motions and making sure that everything we need to do gets done, basically.
Hey, Zach, that video's done, right? I get to watch it when we get off this? I'm just kidding with you.
Well, yeah, it will be out either later today or tomorrow, though.
I
we'll
was
do a
totally
deeper dive.
messing around. That's awesome. I'm excited though.
Cool. Well, hey, David, thanks so much for popping
Yeah.
on here late notice. And thanks to everybody for tuning in to the Crypto Breakfast Club today. Another great show, man. Great conversations. Appreciate you guys. And we'll be back tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. And until then,
thank you.
yeah, man. Until then, see you guys tomorrow.
Don't
Thank you,
forget,
bye.
Wolves
Bye.
run in packs. Wolves run in packs, y'all.
Go,
Let's stay
Derek.
united.
Let's go, bro.
Later.